Who did? Who sent me this? Chris. Y'all, at this point, it may be appearing that I be trying to act like I'm slow. I am not trying to act like I'm slow. It's making me realize, like, girl, you gotta like sit back and see what's really going on with you. Okay. I was saying that my sister came in earlier, so she may not still be in here, but I was still saying hello in case she is in here. And I said, two Raws in here. That Chris said, welcome to his Gabby's World. Please hit the like button and make sure that you're subscribed. And memberships are available. If y'all just click that link, y'all can be green in the screen, y'all. Let me see. Everybody, Serena's here. Everybody speaking. Let me see. Okay, Serena says she's here. She's listening. Hey, Black Coffee. Y'all, Black Coffee has a page. Black Coffee has a page. She dropped the video last night. I was the first one in that thing. She dropped it. I was there like 1 second later. So y'all make sure y'all check out Black Coffee. She opened up her page, y'all. If anybody could drop Black Coffee's link. Let me see. Two Ross said, saying hi. Hey, so say Louis. Let me see. Chris was jamming to my son. Okay. Let me see. Who else is in here? Let me see. Thank you, Chris. That's for Black Coffee, y'all. So if y'all didn't go subscribe to it yet, if y'all hadn't heard, if y'all didn't get that, y'all probably may not have gotten the notification because I don't know why I got the notification because I think Black Coffee wasn't that your first video. So why did I get a notification? I don't know. I got a notification and I went in there. So it's kind of weird. Sometimes I subscribe to people though. If people are in other people's chat and I think like if I didn't know beforehand, I didn't know if they had a channel, I would just go to their channel and I would subscribe. So I was already subscribed. So I'm thinking I just got a notification just from being subscribed. It was kind of late at night, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But yeah, she has it. She covered up her face. No, don't cover up your face now. You already dropped that video. Hi, Dylan. How you doing? Hello, I just have. Oh, y'all just been up. Oh, you still because okay. That's okay, Dylan. That's okay because we are all busy a lot of the times, y'all. A lot of the times we are busy. That's for sure. I stay busy. I just be having to break through and make time. Yes, how y'all doing tonight? Tonight is dropping like it's hot topics. Y'all know when we have those that it is a matter of me being able to be off and y'all being able to be on by dropping the topics that y'all want to talk about tonight. It don't have to be one topic. It can be some topics, whatever it is y'all want to drop. I'm gonna drop the link for anybody who feels like they want to be on the panel with this thing here. Let me see. Black Coffee, you can decide if you want to come up and have anything to say about your panel. I mean your channel if you want to, and you could. I'll just open it up if you want to. You might not want to, but just in case. Y'all, I was sitting here while I wait for y'all to drop y'all topics. I was just because I was like, let me go through my games. I got so many games, and I found this one, and it's called 5-Second Rule. And when I opened it up, I never even played it before. Most of my 90% of my games I never played before, y'all. So this is called. Let me take my background out because I don't like when it start doing that blurry stuff. 5-Second Rule. And when I saw it, I was like, this could be fun. So, and I never looked at it. I probably had this game probably about 5 years. I never looked at it. So it's on a timer. I guess you have time for those beats to come down. And then, I guess that's saying your time starts. And then that's 3 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. So that's what it's saying. So then it has cards. And like literally, you name, it's like name 3 bad but good things. And you got 5 say like, so I would say, Lord, these cards name some crazy stuff. Tell me some name 3 STDs. Okay, name 3 bad but good things. So this is this is going to be a panel game when we play this, y'all. So it'll be like Justin's gonna be on the panel, and you'd be like, go, Justin. You'd be like, she gotta hurry up and name them. You know how she tried to take 11 days? That timer's gonna be like, nope. And then then next person will go that's on the panel, and because it'll be too hard to play it with the chat because you only got 5 seconds, and this is determined 5 seconds. And then so this one will be reasons your heart beats fast. You got 5 seconds. So ain't no none of that. You got 5 seconds, not based on my time, but the game. And so they got all these little cards up in here. And so I guess you just like naming 3 things. I'm like, I had this game forever. I never even opened up the box, y'all. So yes, let me see who's in here. Hey T1000 made it in. Hey T1000. Everybody, make sure if y'all in here, we're trying to be on a 1,000 campaign for T1000. If y'all are not subscribed, please go over there and subscribe to our channel. Hey Gubs girl. Let's see, Trical is up in here. Okay. Yes. You can do that. Yes, Chris. It seems like it's fun, right? And then I couldn't remember. Did we play Keep It Player already? I couldn't remember if we played that. If we played, it had to be so long ago. It had to be so long ago. So y'all tell me. I don't know if we played this. I'm trying to tonight or tomorrow. I'm trying to make out the schedule for next month. And I remember Mark was in here and we were talking about the 2000s. And I know I had something that had like for the 80s and the 90s. And then I found You Better Not Say That, which is kind of like a lot like Taboo, but it's for the 2000s. So it's like Y2K, year 2K. So that's that one. So we're going to play that one. I picked that one out for the month. And then, did we play Ghetto Pass before? I could have sworn we played this before. Seems like I remember making a thumbnail for that one. Y'all got to remind me. Because we've been playing a lot of different games on Thursday nights, y'all. Like, it is a lot of different games. Because when I think about the fact that we have not really, we played bingo maybe like 3 or 4 times. We did redo that one. That one I knew I would always redo. But when you think about it, like 20 questions, I think we played. Wait, we actually playing that tomorrow, I think. But we played that maybe twice. But for the most part, every Thursday, y'all, since I got to figure out which month it was. It was either April or March that I started the game night. We have played something different every Thursday night. And it's like, God, I'm going to have to repeat something somewhere because Jesus. And then I can remember if we played Who Said That. I can remember if we played this or not. Y'all got to let me know. Let me see. Chris dropped T1000s. Channel again. Thanks, Chris. Gubs Girl said Trical. Hey, love. Not sure if I spoke. Okay. You think we did play it? I haven't seen Ghetto Pass before. Okay, so we played it so long ago. Like it definitely was not in it couldn't have been before July if we played it. Like I don't remember playing it like in like July or August, or definitely not August, September, October. So some games, I guess if it's like 3 or 4 months out, I will be able to redo them. But I just remember making like a thumbnail to go with this. That's why. And I couldn't remember if we played. I can't remember, but these are the ones I'm trying to have lined up, and then bad choices. But I'm thinking about, I don't know, keeping players a little, I don't know. So this one might go on Get Your Big Ass Up. We might go over there. We might go over there to play this one. That's what I'm thinking, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games out. And I might take 2 of them over there to play for a game night during the weekend. So let me see. Okay, T1000 said, I think we played Ghetto Pass, right? I think we did too. I tried to look for the videos and I didn't see the thumbnail, but I was like, did I not make a thumbnail? But I thought I remember making a thumbnail. I don't know. Let me see. It looks fun. Yes, I'll say, Louis, they look fun. Let me see. Yes, we played. Who said that? Okay, we did play that one. I thought I remember. I thought I remember titling this one or something. So I got to remember that one. Okay. Amy said I'm good with repeats. Yeah, at some point we got to repeat them because like it's gonna go on and on and on. And we got 50-something week. What is it? 52 weekends in a year, 52, 53 weekends. I mean, yeah, for not weekends, but Thursdays in a year. I can't have 52 games, so I gotta do something. But I have learned, because y'all know I used to, when we first used to be doing the game nights, if we had this many cards, I would run all the cards. So I got better. This time. And we may not have played all the cards of this, because if I think it's too raunchy, then I'll take it out. Now I can take it out and then take it over to Get Your Big Ass Up and then play it over there. But I don't play all the cards with everything. Like 20 questions that we playing tomorrow, they have so many cards in there. So like every time we played, I only took a couple, just some of the cards out. So that way we can repeat the game but not repeat the card. So I think I kind of figured that out. Let me see. It's cool. They were fun. Chris said, let me see. We can have repeats. Cal said, okay. T-Ross said, we can talk about that preacher tied in with TD Jakes that was on my live earlier. Yes, T-Ross had a live earlier. I was a little bit late in the live. Let me drop the link again. T-Ross be liking to play people stuff. I don't play people stuff. So I got to kind of try to remember what I heard about it. Well, I know what I heard about it, but I don't want to like say stuff that's wrong. T-Ross, you want to come up here? Because I know that you listened to some of the stuff twice, so you might have a better idea. The basics of it was that it was a mom, and I don't know. See, T-Ross, that's why you got to help me. It was a mom that dropped a child off to, I don't know if, not dropped them off, a child that was having issues with her son. So she took the son to the church, like, see if y'all can handle him. I can't take it no more. See if y'all can do something with him. Like some parents really think that I'm just going to take you to the church. Like you need Jesus and I just got to do what I got to do to try to get some help with you. So she called herself doing that, but she put her child in the hands of a predator. But I just don't remember too raw because I came in late when you were playing it. I don't know if she put him in the hands of TD Jakes or if she put him in the hand of another minister that was there. So that's why I'm a little bit confused because I didn't catch all of it. So yeah, so maybe you can come up here and help. So like Too Raw wants to have that discussion. If y'all got some other topics y'all want to put down in the comments, feel free and we'll get around to it or go with the flow as we're talking about it. But yeah, so that was one of the topics Too Raw said he wanted to talk about when we was on this earlier. Hey Too Raw.
Hey, what up? What up?
How you doing? You on the road?
Huh?
I said you on that road?
Yeah, I'm on the road. I just came up real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so I was trying to explain the gist of it. I didn't know if that was did the mom drop the child off? Not drop the, I don't know why I keep saying drop. Did the mom try to get the help from TD Jakes or was that from another minister? Let me see. Everybody say hey to
Huh?
hey Lady Charisma. Can you hear me too wrong?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think your
Yeah,
phone
nah,
is
she didn't drop him off. She had like her son was having like they was questioning his sexuality, right? So
uh-huh.
he didn't know if he was straight or like he didn't know what he wanted to do. So they brought him to the church for the pastor
Oh,
like to mentor him and like to like they wanted to pray over him and like see if they could change the little boy ways or whatever.
I
So
I missed that part.
yeah, so when the pastor he get the boys in his office, and when he asked them one at a time, he have them one at a time in the room in the office with him. So he
Uh-huh.
asked them like, hey, are you sure that this is what you want to do? Like you want to be like sweet or whatever? I don't know what word to use for it, but like you want to be sweet. And he like when the boys say yeah, he take them in the back office, and then they just start they touch on each other. He said, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of upset on my line today because I'm like, he said when he got caught the first time, they gave him 7 years probation,
Yeah.
and then 1 year house arrest. And I'm like that. It kind of hit different with me. It hit me like in a different place because I'm
Yeah.
like my son just got 10 years, and he wasn't number 17 when he committed the crime he committed. They
Right.
charged him as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's still a kid with a that make mistakes that out here trying to figure his way through life, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
even though it don't take away from the bad that he did, but I was just like saying like they should keep that same energy when it comes to
Adultery.
like yeah, like anything like you got drug dealers out there who selling whatever they selling or whatever, but
Right.
they get 30, 40 years, and these people like say they SA these
Yeah.
kids. You know what I'm saying? These grown people taking advantage of these kids, and they preachers.
Right.
And you still in the pool, you still behind the pulpit. They ain't taking none of your credentials from you. Like how you getting away with this type of stuff? Like you feel me? So I
Because
don't know.
they
It
got
kind
more than once, right?
yeah. On it. So look, in the 7 years, that they gave him on probation, right?
Wow.
On his seventh year, he violated by reaching out to somebody, another kid that he was like somebody else who he wasn't even supposed to be reaching out to, like talking to or nothing, because
Yeah.
of the same thing. So that's when they violated his parole and end up giving him I think 90 days in prison. And when he
Oh,
came out, yeah, that's when he came out. He was just doing that interview right there that I played.
oh, okay, okay. That was him doing that. Okay, now I see. Because I came in the middle of it. Make sure y'all hit the like button, Chris said. So, did any of y'all hear about that situation? So, that had really nothing to do with TD Jakes. That was just a minute because I know you was talking about TD Jakes too. That's why I was getting mixed up on who that was supposed to have happened with.
Yeah, but like TD Jakes was a part of those little boys. That's one of his partners that he be with. They had
Oh,
him, Diddy, all of them was on the. They had all of them up on the. And he was one of the pastors that was. He preached in TD in one of TD Jakes churches.
oh, okay, okay, okay. He
Like he
was.
was one of the pastors over there. So they said like that's what all of them was doing. Like
Oh, I didn't hear about nothing like that. Did y'all hear about that? Anybody in the chat? Did y'all hear about it? Because today was my first time hearing it over on Two Ross channel.
it
Hey,
came out last night. The little
oh, it
boy
just
who
came
they
out. It just came out.
Yeah, it's a little boy out there somewhere that's singing, like telling everything right now. So that's why that pastor got on there and did the interview, like telling it from his side, but he was trying to make it sound it was like nice, nasty, but like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. So, but that little boy somewhere singing right now, so that's what's making him come out and step out into it and do these interviews with people.
Wow. Okay. Hey, so St. Louis.
Hi, Gamma.
How you
Hello.
doing?
Hi,
What
everybody.
are you?
I wanted to just really quick come up and tell a story that I ran up on yesterday
Yeah.
about TD Jakes.
What was it?
And it was a story of a man telling his personal history with TD Jakes and the church.
Mm.
um it started off in this man's home where his father was inappropriate.
Mm.
They went to a church,
Right.
and that's when the young man, he thought he was kind of safe because he around other people,
Yeah.
so he found comfort in this one man, talking to him. He didn't know the whole time all these different positions in the church was grooming him. So
Mm.
this one man in the church introduced him to TD Jakes, and they was in Philly at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And when TD Jakes say, again, this is your mentor. So he was excited meeting TD Jakes because, oh my God, this is TD
Right.
Jakes.
Right. Right.
I've been watching him. He's,
Right.
he's just this wonderful man of God. And then so they said that TD Jakes wanted to see him and mentor him as well.
Right.
And so they said that TD Jakes wanted to meet with him privately.
Uh
He
huh.
goes up to meet TD Jakes in the hotel room. TD Jakes tell him then at that time, to make a long story short, you the only in Philly, you the only one I'm gonna be coming having sexual relationships with. And I don't need you having sex with nobody else because I don't want my wife catching diseases.
Oh.
So that kind of messed his mind up. He
So that
tried to
just
get
came out. That just came out.
Yeah, last night I'm gonna send you the video. I just sent Raw the video. I'm gonna send it to you too, so you can
Oh.
get the details.
Wow.
So he tried to get away from TD Jakes. He met another member at another church, and he was pretty much telling him what they did to him.
Yeah.
So this man took him up under his wing. I know exactly what you talking about. Da da da
Yeah.
da da. Eventually, he
Yeah.
ended up molesting the man too. So he ended up trusting this man, and the man won't. He um trying to get him too, and he did. But the man ended up being so messed up in the head, so then even himself started being an abuser. So it just
Really?
goes on and on and on, and these people in that holds high positions, they're into it too. They just as gay, and they hold each other's secrets. and it just go on and on and on. At one time, it was the Catholics. Remember, the
Yeah, and
Catholics
the
was
thing
messing
about
with
it,
the
I'm
little
like,
boys.
Yeah, with the
it's
Right,
so
Pope and
and
many
all of them.
right
types of
now is showing out in Christianity. You know,
yeah,
everybody at Diddy parties doing stuff. There
And
was
so
just
many
some,
videos came out last night about TD Jakes. Like everybody talking about TD Jakes right now.
yeah, because for
man,
one, TD Jakes and Diddy does not belong in the same sentence.
yeah,
I knew it was something wrong with TD Jakes when he painted his fingernails and wearing them Barney costume, them purple suits in the church house.
And that was mentioned in that video too. Like all the gay men, they wear these loud suits. Wait till I send you that video, Gamma. You'll see it.
yeah.
All of them looking like clowns. Like really.
And my thing is that people can have different, so many different religions and different beliefs or whatever. And I believe that if that's truly something that you believe in or something, then you shouldn't be getting up in front of a church teaching against it and then going
Well,
back and sneaking and doing it.
yeah, well, Gamma, the word of God said it's going to be false prophets and
Yeah,
teachers and preachers.
yeah,
So he already warned us about what was going to happen. And
right.
these days, people is out for the money. They don't care about your soul.
Chris
They
said, "Do y'all
were,
think
And
that his wife knows about all this stuff? Do y'all think that she knew about all this
of course, yeah.
while it was
at
Ain't no
happening?"
way,
first, I don't think
ain't no way
maybe,
that man can keep that stuff a secret from his wife like that. Like women, y'all see, y'all know what we, with the stuff we try to keep from y'all nobody.
Right, right.
Ain't no way she laying next to that man in the same room with that man that don't know that stuff going on,
and
man.
if we getting dropped dimes in the public, you already know she know her husband. She probably didn't know
No.
exactly what in the beginning, but she figured it out. You
T
know,
plus
people
three, you
talk
should
just
she
like we're
knows.
talking. People talk. Yeah, T plus three. She knows. I believe she know.
See what
That's
thousand
why
said sound like
a lot
TD.
of women. I'm sorry, a lot of
No, no,
women
go ahead.
figuring out that their man is gay and go bisexual, and that's why you have a lot of incidents going on now because the wives are finding out and they taking it to social media.
Right. See what thousand said sounds like TD Jakes have a lot of skeletons. I could never get with TD Jakes. I don't know. It was something, and I don't even know if that was it about him. I don't know. And you know what? It's not really any televised preachers that I've been able to kind of like really get into. I don't know if because I'm so used to the traditional way, so I can't even say him alone. It's just that I don't know. I guess if I don't feel that connection, like being in a room to feel that energy, it's just like I don't know. I've never been able to take to the televised kind of
Yeah. But
church. Let me see.
yeah, but nowadays you got people that can't get out. You know, they still want to participate and go to church. That's why it's online. If you miss it, you
Right,
can invite somebody else. That's a chance for them to see, you know,
right,
what the church is about. Like
right, right.
it's a million reasons why. And
Mm.
Chris Thomason, what are the what you say, what are the how did you know? Well, for one, you know your man's routine. Whether it's a man or a woman, we learn our mate's routine.
With it,
And
but how
then
what is a lot of people are facing that like that's being people are coming out with these husbands in the household. But like I'm with Chris, like how I mean if you're not looking for that at all, like unless they are doing something that's totally in your face, the way that the way that we are saying, like a lot of celebrities, we knew of the celebrity, we feel like we saw them in the in the
you
limelight or
can't
whatever.
jump.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to my granddog.
Oh, I was saying that we come out like 30, 40 years later saying that, oh my God, did you find out about somebody? How so like what if that's the same in your household? Like what do people have to do in your household for you to know that?
Well, what about the lack of, with a man or a woman, the lack of attention, the lack of
Wait a minute.
affection?
Hold on a second. I can't hear you. Too. I'm gonna mute you so I can hear Rose St. Louis, okay?
What you say, Gamma?
Okay, I was just telling Tura I was gonna mute him so we could be able to hear you. Know what you saying?
Oh, well, you know your man or your woman mannerisms when they don't want you as much. When there are certain photos and movies and pictures that they look at, how they respond to other men and women. You know.
Chris is saying what are the signs? I would like to know what are the
I
signs.
mean,
Like,
those are the signs, the lack of in the relationship, the way they perk up when they in a man's presence. I
because
mean,
like if
it's
you with somebody, say you've been with them for 5 years, and if what if it wasn't a thing at that time, and this is something they got into in the 5 years, or if it was always like that, you got with the person and you didn't see it and you didn't know that was a part of their life. And so you just know them as being that person. And then you find out later that's what it always was, and you never even knew from the beginning.
yeah. So you know what? In that world, Chris, it is signs that gay people, whether it's women or men, they have signs to let each other know that they're interested in it. They even gay men and women even knows that a person is straight and
Right,
they're
and I
not
can
like
see
that.
from, and I think that's okay if just like just how straight people assume people are straight, gay people assume each other they're gay. I'm talking about the men who are in relationships who are deceiving the wife and making the wife think that they are not, and not living that life that they want to live by, and just year after year deceiving the wife for the wife to have to find that out later.
Yeah, well, a lot of men have to keep up the image, their jobs, their their different positions they uphold in society. They can't let anybody know, how they're living, or that's going to tear their life up.
Right.
It's a lot of men out here. They have wives just as a front, and they know I don't want you. You don't know want me. We just got to keep this image up so we can make this money, and the world won't tear us apart.
But I
It's a
almost
lot of
rather that y'all get
arrangements.
together and do that than to deceive somebody, because I don't think it's necessary to deceive nobody based on your lifestyle. You should be able to be living however you want to live and be able to attract people who are living the same way, and let that be a thing and not deceive anybody on either end. Just the
Right, that's in the
deceiving.
perfect world, Gamma. We talking about people that's really want to keep. A lot of people don't want to live this out loud.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
true.
don't.
That's true.
A lot of people really do want to keep it a secret, because if my family found this out, that's why a lot of people on the outs. It's a lot of people that just choose to keep their personal life personal.
Okay, then Chris said, but how will we know if he's been with a man? How will we know that?
We don't know that.
Like
We won't know
signs.
that. That's
Yeah,
why that's one of the questions you're supposed to ask, and hopefully they tell you the truth. But at that time, you can hold them accountable. So
yeah.
for down the line, if you find up something, look, nigga, we talked about this.
Chris said, "Is that? Do you think there's any physical signs?"
Yes, Chris, there is physical signs, and
The Justice.
they have signs to let each other know what's going on. It's a
Yeah.
look, it's a hand signal, it's body
No, I
language.
think she talking about like for the spouse to know, like in the house, like is it any signs that the
Yeah,
spouse should be
what are the
looking for to be
signs?
like?
Right. Like, what can I look for?
I don't think it's no signs though. Like I wouldn't think it's no signs
I
that the
would
spouse
think
would be
it
looking for,
is. I would think it
unless
is.
you twist it around there like on some
Right. What
like
would be
just
the
out there
difference?
with it. But
I
there's
think
some dudes out here who walk around like they just top dog out here and they be out there doing it. I found that out from my prank phone call the other day.
yeah, but
Hey,
look
Justice.
at how many
I ain't see that coming. Like you feel me?
look at how many women is finding out that their mates is undercover or gay just by l- finding some shit. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know your mate, you're gonna tell if something is off. They're gonna come in late. They hanging around. It's some way you're going to tell. They're gonna leave signs. It's just like a murder. You ain't gonna get away. It's signs that you were there.
What you thinking, Justice?
Sometimes the lover will
I'm
come
just
out.
listening right now. I'm trying to catch the gist of it.
Yeah, sometimes it be the other lover that will tell because they mad because they ain't got what they got. Now I'm gonna tell your wife. I'm gonna tell your husband. So that's the way it gets out too. But
Yeah.
if you know your mate, I think you can tell eventually.
Hey, Shalonda. Well, yeah, but I just think I think the whole issue with that is that you are deceiving somebody. Like, I can't respect the fact
Absolutely.
of somebody
I don't
trying to
like it
deceive
either.
somebody. Like, I don't, because I have a couple of people in my life that have been married. They decided to go a different route, and they were able to respect their wives or husband and say that's just what it is, and I have to have respect for them. They didn't try to deceive nobody; it's just what it was, and their husbands and wives didn't have a problem with that either.
You got men that was like that before they was even married and didn't share that. And then that's just again, they don't want to share that because they don't want to be counted out, and they just won't share that.
Chris,
And
which one?
again,
Question. Hold on, Chris. The question: are there physical signs?
yes.
No, I'm saying she said for me to answer. I mean, ask her question. That's the only question I see up there. That question, Chris. The coffee said, I feel like there may be a lack of affection within their mate. I would think so. Like you sit up there living a life for no reason. Like, why are you doing that? I don't be understanding why people do that. Why you want to live the life? Go and be free. Why? Who don't want to just be free?
But that's in a perfect world, Gamma.
Hey, Sean Devine.
We can question a lot of things. Why do people want to identify as pets? Why do people want to identify as, something that they're not?
But I'd be
You
like,
know,
identify, just let everybody know you want to be. Long as you saying it out loud so everybody will
right.
know, then that's fine.
Yeah, but you got people that's not so secure about themselves and
Yeah.
the way their family and friends and everybody around them think and feel.
Yeah.
They gotta. I don't know. I don't get it either,
Yeah.
Gamma, because I'm gonna do and live my life the way I want to. And
Absolutely.
when
Thank
it
you,
comes to
Sean
my family and
Devine.
friends, I don't care what you do or who you are. I'm gonna love you for
Right,
you.
exactly. Like, why am I caring? Like, why am I? If you have your relationship with God, I don't care if you are doing 50 million things, just like I'm gonna do 50 million things. Why would anybody care about who I'm sleeping with if I'm not sleeping with them? Why would I
Hmm.
care about who somebody's sleeping with if I'm not sleeping with them? I just feel like that. Like, why is that even anything I should be caring about?
Yeah, I've had to stop speaking to some of my family members because I got gay friends.
Yeah,
Well, you all raised me up in the church and said God word don't come void. God say love everybody.
right,
And they told me, well, they can't come. And like I told them, well, the word of God don't say that. And if
right.
they can't come, I'm not coming back because y'all
Yeah,
not that's not a child of God acting like that. Y'all, that's the
right.
way you feel.
I don't think it's up to us to be individually judging nobody based on nothing. I ain't gonna do whatever you're doing in your life. I don't care what it is. If you feel like you drinking too much, or if you feel like whatever, I don't care anything that you feel condemned about, because everything somebody feel condemned about, the next person don't feel condemned about, and that's their
Right.
relationship with God. So they talk whatever I'm gonna talk up all my stuff up with God. It don't matter what nobody's thinking about me. He gonna deal with me accordingly, and then I have to just accept that, and that's the route I gotta go. I can't be depending or caring about what people think about it, because they ain't gonna be the last to judge it.
Right, Kim. And a lot of people that's judging, what they're judging, they're ashamed of because that's what they are about. I'm
Right.
pointing the finger. I
That's
don't
the
like
reason
gay
why you want to
people,
judge.
but you liking
Mhm.
the same thing you like, you turn them up because you can't tell your truth.
Right, exactly. Chris said, "Does a man's desire for anal sex indicate that he may be interested in men?" I'm just playing devil's advocate for this one.
Chris, when a bisexual man, if he have a wife, whenever that man get a itch, he gonna go scratch it. It could be once a year, once every couple of years.
I don't even think she's saying bisexual. She's saying if they have a desire to have anal sex with a female, does that mean
Well,
that
well, not
they're men? I think that's true.
not all gay men are into anal sex.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Like all females are probably not into using a strap on,
Right.
right?
Just
So
as I had a friend like
That's
that.
some
She's
stuff I've
gay.
never heard before right
I
there.
ain't never
Like
heard
I
that a day
never
in my
I
life.
never
Just to
heard
say
that either.
you.
I thought all gay men like booty.
I
No.
thought
no,
that's what I
you
did.
got
No.
Say, what
tops,
is
you got
that?
tops, and you got bottoms, and
Right,
you got men
Justice.
that you don't all. Not all gay men like penetration from the butt. No,
Right.
that
My
is not
gay
an indicator.
friend,
Yeah,
yeah, she don't like
wow.
penetrate. She won't even put a tampon up there.
That's
She
Okay.
wear
an
boy
indicator.
boxers.
If
She don't
y'all was
even
like
want
me,
she
now y'all know that's not an I thought that was the main indicator. I thought that's what separated, or that's what
mm-mm.
I
caused.
can tell you right now, there are probably men that live among you right now that are
Mm-hmm.
gay, and you will never know.
Yep.
That's what I think too. That's what I think
Yep.
I
too.
Okay,
don't.
you will.
I wouldn't think that a man. that just like to go in the girl like anal sex or whatever. Cause some girls like that and they want their man to do it. Like some girls like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
So
telling
yeah.
True, I worked in a halfway house before, and the biggest, strongest men I used to have to do hall checks, go and check the rooms, make sure they was in the rooms. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they can't have TVs and VCRs and radios and all this extra shit in their rooms. I had to go and check and do that. Well,
Yeah.
at nighttime, the biggest, strongest men, they getting done in or they down sucking stuff.
Yeah.
But then
Oh,
on
yeah.
then on
Go ahead.
Sundays, when visitors come, they have the baddest women come in
Mm.
And you
taking
ever
care
heard
of
gay for
them.
you ever heard of gay for the stay?
Yeah.
All right. Those are men that are serving time, and while they're there, they may entertain that you know relationships. They're not,
Yep.
but and you approach them on the street. You bring that stuff out of jail. You gonna end up losing. You might lose your life.
So
Yep.
I
what do
never
y'all
heard of that before.
Some
Like never
men,
heard of that, and I
what
done
do
been to
y'all
jail before.
yes,
what do
some
y'all
Okay,
think?
I worked in a
Because I
prison.
heard that a lot before, Justice. So
Gay for the stay. Yeah,
what do you
go ahead.
think about men who may be in there that what if they literally never ever like honestly never thought about that, but when they got in there because sometimes men's sexual desire is so much more heightened than the females, and if they just bow down to it because of that reason why they was in there,
Some.
do you,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do you feel like when they come out and they if they never entertain that again, it really felt like it wasn't like anything they desired like emotionally, it was just like a physical desire.
It was a physical thing,
So do
right?
you think that that will mark that man gay because he had that
No,
experience?
they you mess with them. You approach them. You mention something on the street. More than likely, you will be hurt
yeah, it's
because
just
these
like
guys are
yeah,
on. These guys are only in there for the moment. You guys,
Right.
when I worked in the prison, during that time before they change up the haircuts and what they can wear, like they can wear their own clothes anymore, right?
Yeah.
When I worked in the state prison, you could wear your own jeans and shorts and everything, right? And
Yeah.
then a few years later they changed it, and then you had to wear state gear.
Yeah.
And so you had men walking around growing their hair long, like Farrah
Yeah.
Fawcett,
Ooh,
okay,
okay.
shorts, I mean really
making
short
crop
shorts, shirt,
tops and
yeah, crop
everything,
tops tied up. And we're talking about this was in the
putting
uh,
on makeup and stuff and
late 80s.
everything,
Yeah, this was in the
making
late 80s.
Yeah.
And you're walking around looking like Farrah Fawcett.
right.
Those guys were only down for the physical. There was no emotional attachment.
Yeah.
They only
And you got
wanted,
some men that they will receive fellatio and say, "I'm not gay."
yep,
So what is
they
that?
will.
Is that do y'all think that's considered gay still if they willing to do that? Let them that outside of the prison, outside of the prison. Then they'll do it.
Man, yeah.
I say it is because real men they'll hold out and they ain't touching it.
Well, you know what? They'll
I
lie in
touch
that
my. You
prison.
supposed
See,
to
but the
touch
thing about it
yourself,
is,
man. Like
you'll
touch
have
yourself,
some men that
man.
will lie and say they
Yeah.
never did it, and they
Yeah.
did.
Right.
Right.
You never know what a
And they'll
man
go to
did in
their
prison.
grave.
You
And
ain't
go to their
there.
grave.
And
TJ said,
they'll take that to their grave if they got a job down there. Even if they got a hand job by a man, if they
yeah,
got a blow in the bathroom, you'll never know.
right.
And then you know
You'll
what
never know.
I think about those like the younger boys that go in there who never really even got a chance to experience women and they know they like women or whatever, but they go in there younger. They like some of them go in there virgins and like never had a woman before.
But
Yeah.
Like how that
don't
work out? I never been to prison before, so like how that work out
uh,
since you been in jail? Like well, I've been in jail, but worked at a jail.
these are older men as well. Don't put it on only the younger men. These are men
No, no,
on court
I was
quarters.
saying about them like I wasn't putting it
Yeah.
on them or nothing like that. I was just saying like I think that it'd be like even worse for like a young person going in there
They kind of
like they never experienced a woman before, so they just go right to prison for a long amount of time. Like it's probably harder for them to like stay away from that, even if they don't want to do it. Is
But a
right.
like
younger
basically what I'm
person to
saying.
be
Like
more. We found them younger boys to be more dangerous
Hey,
in
700
prison.
lives. Okay, go
What
ahead.
I say about that is
What are you
because
saying, T?
they they feel that they have to defend themselves. And these boys, some of these boys that are young in prison, if they get approached, they may end up fighting because they think that's the thing to do. So they'll end up wanting to hurt somebody,
Mm-hmm.
trying to. So they'll end up trying to fight in prison because, oh no, but dude, don't run up on me like that. That's not me. So they'll end up fighting more or trying to hurt somebody because of that.
Yeah.
I can give you an experience. Give you an example. When I worked in with some young men, a girl, not a girl, a young man came on. He was allowed to keep his hair. He was allowed to keep his nail. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, imagine these are boys between the ages of 16 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
You got the county allowed him to keep his long hair, his whatever, his features and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't because that was his rights. They didn't put him on, and these boys were so intrigued.
Yeah.
They kept walking by the window looking in, but then they want to fight. No, no, no! But you catch them peeping.
Mm.
You'll catch them walking by the door, because they all got their own cells, right? And you'll catch them walking by the door and
Right.
just looking in, intrigued. But yet, you say something, they want to fight. But they're always sneaking little looks. They'll all try to get little conversations on the side, try to
Right.
go in the shower with them, and But then again, if somebody call them out, they want to fight.
Justice, can I ask you something?
Uh huh.
I'm so happy you're here. Tura, this is Justice I was telling you about. She's so smart and intelligent, be teaching us some shit.
Yes, she
We were just
is.
talking about you before the live, just
I'm
yeah.
so happy you up here because I want to ask you, when the young boys come in and the OGs they've been there, do they scout out the ones that they don't scout out the gay boys? I heard they scout out the ones that's a challenge it's gonna take a minute for them to get. Is that true?
Let me tell you something. There's a whole different type of situation going on. These young boys coming into jail now, they the OG.
Mm.
Wow.
Them young boys coming into jail, they run things.
And then turned around
They done
justice.
turned around. You talking
Wow.
when those young boys come into a situation where their ages, but when they come into the county and they're in juvenile, they're coming in for age 12, 13, up to 18.
Mm-hmm.
Them young boys run the street now. Most of
Wow.
these young boys running the street. They're 13. That's why you got so much things popping off without thinking, because
Yeah.
you got them young boys out there now.
Right.
They popping off like
Yeah, they
that,
is.
and so
I can vouch for
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Yeah,
this
that
ain't no
makes
so
sense.
yeah. When they walk up in there, them boys, you can see. Let me tell you something.
I'm all right
We
there.
have like officers that were affiliated, right? This is why it's scary working in Chicago,
Yeah.
because a lot of the people that worked in law enforcement and then worked in the
You
juvenile
such a
system and
boy.
the prison system, they were already affiliated. They grew up in the area, right? They
Yeah.
just went to college and got a uniform, and now they got some gang affiliation, right?
Right.
Hmm.
They still got ties. They get hired. Guess what? If one of them young boys came up in there and tell them to do something, guess what they gonna do? I've had people lose their job because them young boys said, "Bring a phone up in here."
Oh.
Now you making over 70,000, almost 70,000 a year. That boy tell you bring a phone. A 13 or 14-year-old tell you to bring a phone, bring some movies. Guess what you doing?
Bringing it.
Them men lose their jobs.
And
Wow.
then tell us about these women that's getting pregnant by these
Now I
people.
had that's I haven't I gotta be honest. I haven't dealt with that yet, but there was a case where, and I don't know how that happened, where a man got in. A man, he was a transgender, he was transsexual. He
Yes,
it was
I
in a
read that
women's
one.
prison and got several women pregnant.
Yeah. And
But
I
Wow.
was
that's
talking about
somewhere in
even
California.
even the guards that's messing with the women that's locked up, getting them pregnant.
Well, yeah, we've had working through the system. We've had officers. Um,
Mhm.
I remember one lady. This is years ago. Walked into the prison, had an affair. I mean, we have an affair with the dude, and then they took. See, when you're dealing with prisoners, you got to remember that's what they are at times. They gonna make sure they come up on the top end. So she got in a situation with, and they took pictures, and they identified her by her shoes.
Wow.
What?
And then one lady started working, and she gave the inmate her number, and the inmate started playing her. I got your number. She didn't last a week. They fired her.
Yep.
Because once they get something on you, two
Yeah.
things you got to remember out there is that if they people say, oh, inmates where they hang out at and where they hang out clubs and stuff, you talk too much, you let them know where you hang out, guess what they're going to do? They're going to send somebody right there where you hang out at. And we had people get in trouble like that.
Yeah.
Inmates send their girlfriend to the club
Yeah.
where the officer hang out at,
Right.
Mhm.
got in a relationship, the girl set him up.
Oh, I can
So you
see
got to
that
be
too.
pretty.
The author said she heard of men who's been locked up for years. They tend to get in trouble on purpose so they get back. They want to go back. Hey, Ambrielle. They
Okay,
want to get back.
that's when you institutionalize,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a lot of people because the prisons have to take care of you medically, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you come out and you don't got no care, you ain't got nothing else. More than likely, um, you've been there for 10, 15 years. You ain't got no family. You ain't got nobody, no assistance, nobody backing you up, no
Right.
support. More than likely, you're going to, go back in. If you don't have that support, no family, no friends, nobody helping you out. So more than likely, you're going to probably go back in. We've had people that need certain operations go take a brick. And one guy took a brick. He needed matter of
Mhm.
fact, so funny, he needed some care with his kidney. He went and took a brick and threw it to the window so he can get medical
Gotta
care.
get back in there and get the medical care. What?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Hey,
you
Christy
get.
Love. Let
Yeah.
me see. Caroline, no problem. Let me
Yeah,
see.
some people don't have anything to go out to. So they
Okay,
feel like I stay in jail, I get to eat, I got a bed, I got
right.
a roof
three,
over my
three
head.
carts in a hot.
Right.
I
Three
mean, what? Three
cousins.
hearts in a cot. Three hearts in a
Right.
cot.
Yep.
Chris says she saw kids being trained up in the school. Chris, can you elaborate on that? She said she saw kids getting trained up in school. Black Coffee said, "Here in my state, we have 4 female correction officers get impregnated by one inmate." Dang. How you doing, Chrissy Love? It's
Well,
everyone.
I know personally that a correction officer, quit her job to marry an inmate.
Mm,
Y'all know how many inmates got them girls coming on Saturday to visitation, fighting in visitation? That'd be this. And they be sitting back. They
Mhm.
don't bring the baby mama, the girlfriend, and they run into each other and they fighting in visitation over
yeah,
the man they can't even get to.
right.
It's this man on YouTube. His name is Stan Out the Way. He tell a whole lot of jail stories. So Justice, that's why my questions, because he say a lot.
Yeah,
And then I listen to men that's, been locked up too. Like my interest is all over when it comes to YouTube. And I be
yeah,
having questions and I be amazed at the things that be going on and they say.
yes. Hillary
Hmm
A
said
lot
they
of
be having a
time,
boyfriend
Justice,
in there. That's why he's trying to go back. That's
yeah,
what he said.
whatever you do in prison, it
Recidivism, yes.
somehow get back to the streets too. Cause they
Well,
Yeah,
the
still have
inmates,
connections.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Hmm.
When I worked in the prison, they gonna know who coming before everybody else get there.
Right.
yeah,
That pipeline into that prison, if you come into that prison, they gonna tell us. The inmate could tell us who was coming on the yard and what their crime was.
Right.
yeah,
Those guys move money on that yard. Let me tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all
The
hit that
one
like
thing,
button, please. Please hit the like button.
the control. It was a saying
Mhm.
that really there was who controlled the prison, the inmates, because any minute time they want to disrupt,
Yeah.
who's out of control, right? They will take control for a while. So
Hmm.
they really, in any given time, they can turn it up there. And
Yeah.
so, like I said, those guys had access to so much information. And if
Hmm.
they knew you were coming and you were a tree jumper,
Yeah.
or back in the day, if you were a tree jumper or a child, you know what, predator, you were done.
Mm.
Yeah. I
You
knew
weren't walking
someone
that yard.
personally when before he came home, we knew everything that happened in jail. And this guy, he was the toughest on the street. He whooped
Yeah.
anything. But they got him in jail. And we knew the whole story before he even got home.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Chris,
a
look,
couple
It,
Chris said she got to
documentaries
tell us a
on.
story about what do you? I mean, what do you mean about the training up in the school, Chris?
Hey y'all. So
Hey
yes.
Chris.
Hey.
hey, Chris.
So hey. So I've been in the school system. Well, I was in the school system for I don't know, almost 17 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of things. I've seen where especially in Title 1 schools where I was,
Hmm.
Parents really doing their very best, sending the very best to school. Parents don't
Yeah.
send their kids to school to
Hmm.
F up or,
Right.
to be horrible citizens of the society. So,
Hmm.
however, like once they get to school, like I used to see all different types of things like on their
Yeah.
phones, gang signs. I remember one time the entire fifth grade, and this is just what I'm saying, like they're training them, grooming them, almost like how y'all were talking about the minister,
Yeah.
possibly,
Yeah.
allegedly. But
Yeah.
somehow some message had spread throughout the school, and all the kids were in the media center, all the fifth grade kids. They're in
Hmm.
the media center. And I go in, they're like, yeah, Miss Hall, we got a possible gang related something going on in the media center. So I'm going in there,
Yeah.
walking talkie official, my heels
Hmm.
at the time. So I'm going in, I'm seeing a whole sea of blue on one side, a whole sea of white on the other side. Turns out, like after doing, thorough investigation, they had formed their own like gang, which then had kind of like it come from the community in which they lived.
Right. Right.
And so the kids are like soaking that in as a sponge, and then they're like, "Oh, this is the way it's supposed to be."
Right.
We got to be against somebody, especially if it's us. We got to be
Yeah.
against us, which
Right.
is
Right.
crazy. But it begins there. I mean, I've seen several things being in the school system
Yeah.
as an elementary education major. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad, but it starts there. It really
It,
does. It
it
starts
really
in the
did. A lot
home.
of people say it starts at home, but I just know me being a student. I was a student. We all have been students before. I just know me being a student. It's stuff that happened in school to this day. My mama don't know. Like she have nothing to do with it. She probably would have a fit. My daddy be rolling over if he found out the stuff that happened inside
Mm,
the school or so because it don't always start at home. These kids will dig up some stuff,
that's true.
congregate with students that they spend the most of their day with. They wake up with the parents. The parents get them fed. They get them dressed, have a couple minutes with them, drop them off, or either let them go on a bus. They go out and they are gone for up to 8 hours, sometimes longer than that. 8 hours in a day. And then they come home and then you feed them, you make sure they're good, you have dinner with them, you have a little discussion with them, they get their showers, they go to bed. The school is a bigger influence on kids. It has to be. That's all the
But
time
but
it's been.
Hmm.
but the difference is there's a difference. But me and you went to school, Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents were in that household,
Right,
right? I don't know how social media was not there.
right.
Cell phones were not there. So
Mm-hmm.
when we went into school, our parents were at the school. Well, I can't say everybody,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's more common for them.
yeah, PTLA meetings,
Yeah.
teachers meetings. You go in, walk around. All the parents met the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So parents were probably more involved.
Yeah.
Remember, we got more younger parents today
Right.
that raising friends and not
Mm-hmm.
kids. They're raising best friends now.
Right.
So now, when you came home from school, yeah, the school was a big influence as well. Then you came home, but there was one rule: when you came home to that house,
Yeah. Well,
that's the only voice you listening to
right. We
was
did have
mom.
fear. They don't fear too much of the parents nowadays. So like
No,
that
because they
fear.
come home with a tablet. They come home
Right.
with a
Right. Yeah.
headphone on.
Okay, hold on, hold. I'm sorry. I have to speak up for the generation of parents in their 20s or 30s, and probably even me.
Okay.
So, like at this point, our priorities are a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Our bills are probably much higher. So
Mm-hmm.
we are
That's true.
working. You know what I'm saying? And I've
That's
seen
what
this
can cause it. That's what can
and I've
cause it.
seen this
Yeah,
from like the standpoint of being a parent now and
Mm-hmm.
not in the school system, and then being administrator or whatever,
Right.
truly judging like, oh my gosh, like why can't she come up in here? But then you have to understand like the different demands that are on parents at this
It
time.
is
So
different.
especially the school that I served, like
Yeah.
they could be single moms, could be single dads, people with
Right.
mental
but
issues, health
Right.
issues.
okay.
There's so
But
many
did you not?
different things,
I know so many different things to look at, but at
Yeah.
some point, did we see the transition from even being a single, like say being a single parent?
Hmm.
I mean, parents did it because dad was probably away from the home at times, even though even a married mother can sometimes have, because if
Yeah.
father was in the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a
Hmm.
job that took
Hmm.
away from the home, that still,
Yeah.
even though she was not single, She
Yeah.
had the role of a single mother. I just saw the difference for me is just the transitioning from when I sat in the courts and saw who was raising the kids,
But I can't
right?
understand, Justice, what you saying social
Mhm.
media, that is another component because back then we had the
Mhm.
parents or the school. Now we have the parents, the school, and social media.
Social
So
media competing, and
yeah,
you
like
got 9 million voices
you
coming
have
at one
parents,
child.
you have
Right.
that your parents time, the time that the parents would have took with you, they're allowing you to use that time. They would have had that influence to allow your tablet or your phone to take that time. So really the parents are exiting out themselves by allowing social media to take the time that they could have been a bigger influence on the
Yeah,
children.
yeah, because so
Y'all remember that scene on Lean on Me
Yeah.
back in the day, okay? When I can't think of the girl's name, but she was like, I don't want to go home to my mother or whatever. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Mr. Clark went to the house and saw how
Right.
the mother was
Yeah.
living, how the child was living.
Yeah.
The mother was really just doing her best, right? So
Right?
like times that by 10 or 20, even 30, maybe
Yeah.
50. Shoot. That's
Right,
like the
right.
reality of how it is now, where you have parents that are really giving their best. You again, like parents don't, and I had to learn this. Parents don't
Yeah.
send, they don't think they're sending the worst to school. They want the best for their kids, or they just
Right.
protect
hmm
them, which I've
They
seen
just put it
too.
all into the teacher's hands though. They're like
Yeah, that's
they
a whole
think that's
nother
the
story.
answer. But then if the teacher is not like that, because we got to get on how the teachers think so different nowadays
That
too.
that's
and
where
Because
I'm
then
you
at.
have
I'm gonna
teachers
go
who
with
will get
gamble with you on
confused.
that. Teaching is so much different
Yeah.
Yes.
because the teachers I can see now sometimes take a look at a child and they're not for me personally, and you be Chris, Chris, you've been in the system. You
Hmm.
got dedicated teachers. You got teachers that are doing it for passion and love,
Right.
and you got teachers that will look at a child
Hmm.
and that child may have a behavior problem. They're not going to. The first thing I realize, some of these teachers, especially when it comes to children of color, if that child is aggressive, they don't want to. What
To
is the
deal with it.
backstory? The
Yeah.
first thing they do is medicate the child.
Right. They don't want to deal
Mm,
with it.
They
Mhm.
don't want to deal with the child. The child has you don't what's going on. See a teacher that really cares will try to probably if they have time
Yeah.
will try to find out that backstory for that child.
Right.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I've seen them immediately go, "Oh, this is a problem." Sit in the back of the class. Now you isolating the child. Now you
Right.
drawing
Right.
attention to the child.
And not
Now you
right.
want to
Exactly.
medicate the child,
Everything but
Right.
and
take
it's
care of the issue.
anything to take care of your
so
issue. Go ahead, Chris.
yes, that does happen in schools.
Yeah.
Schools with poor leadership. And sometimes
Right.
that is political, honestly.
Right.
Sometimes it is based on merit and experience and things of that sort.
Yeah.
But at my school, we didn't play that. Oh no, we
Yeah.
talked
Right.
about all the things. We talked about um, just like the systematic racism that's occurred in our school system here or
Yeah.
within our city.
Mhm.
How the school districts are broken up based on the redlining that
Yeah.
happened a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
all of that, all of those disparities. So when
Yeah.
it goes back then to your hiring practices, how do you hire your
Absolutely.
teachers? But the truth is, it all goes back to the parent, honestly. Because if you're not advocating for your kid wherever they are, sometimes you can't control whose
Yeah.
school they're in, who the
Mhm.
teacher is. So if you don't take yourself up to the school, meet the
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
teacher,
But so
ask the
many
questions.
parents are that they start from not even being educated, knowing that they can. They trust school so much that they're just thinking all I got to do is put you there and you'll be okay. If I just make sure
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Right.
or you'll be okay. They don't know that they're supposed to be doing any of that additional things. They have so much trust, and if you just say the word school, they look like, oh, okay, they just get old enough to get
But
there, and everything will be taken care of.
that
Look
goes
Yeah.
at
back
his
to
comments. T1000 said, and Tweet says he said their son and daughter told them about how a kid got caught at each one of their kids' schools vaping. Shonda B said, my mom was single mother of five, and we didn't play with her. And I can agree with that. Like, I don't remember a lot of people who had
We
single
couldn't
parents in
mumble up
my,
under our breath.
huh?
Mm-mm. We couldn't mumble.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I don't remember a lot of situations, but I know we had single parent households in our schools at that time.
Ain't no
But we
stomping
didn't know, it
feet,
didn't
ain't
mean
no
nothing.
slamming doors,
Yeah,
none of that.
those kids were just the same as far as behavior. They didn't act out no kind of way because they had a single mom. They were just as
So
disciplined.
what do y'all think changed then?
Well,
What's the
I wanna say one thing, Chris, before y'all get into that,
Mhm.
because these new kids, this new breed, and these new parents, see these kids clown because the mothers clown at home. These
Mm-hmm.
mothers going to school smelling like weed, the
Hey,
kids
Miss
smelling
Sue.
like weed. Ain't
Mhm.
nobody got no sense. They know can't nobody talk, and you know what I'm saying. You going up there, my baby said, not even going to see what's really going on, because you know your son bad. You know he disrespectful. So why are
Yeah.
you
You
talking against
and you know
what's
he hungry. You sit in the school watching these
right,
kids. I think
Justice?
some of the problems. You see the hungry child, you got a problem.
Yes.
A child is
And
hungry.
So
misbehaved and bad, it starts at the home. And then a lot of
agreed.
women
Yeah.
think
And that's the
just
problem that
because they in the house, just
the
because you
schools and the
in the
parents
house.
are working against each other. The parents are saying the school, you should take care of it. The school is saying what you're doing at home. And instead of them trying to work together as a community like they used to, they just keep
Mm-hmm.
fighting each other. Like, you should be teaching your kids this, and you looking like, you should be teaching my kids that at school, instead of trying to get together and see what they can do for these kids.
When I
But
was
So
look at
coming
what we
up,
saw during the pandemic. We all learned during the but during the pandemic, I actually learned how smart I was and how smart I was really.
Right, right,
And you know,
right,
it became because because they said all that stuff home, and I'm sitting at my child. Let's go to Khan's Academy.
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
so
Yeah,
I spent a lot of time on Khan's Academy. If y'all don't
right.
know what Khan's Academy is, y'all,
so
yeah, I
I
got.
think that honestly goes back to the respect that the community has for teachers, and I don't know where that was lost along the way though,
Yeah,
because like okay, I was an administrator during that time. I was in the schools during that time. I was the one that was in the sick room and handing out the devices and on
yeah,
the Zoom calls at home.
right.
It was hard. It was hard for the teachers, hard for
Yeah,
the parents, hard for like, and it's not all schools and not all districts that are that way, that don't have partnerships with the parents. It just again, it goes back to the strong leadership that you have. Like
right.
we ain't play
and
those games at
yeah,
my
Yeah.
Chris,
school.
would it have
Sorry,
something to do with the teachers' pay too? They're not getting paid enough
girl.
to be
That's a
coming to school with
whole.
these kids,
Burnt out.
That's
turning
why
guns, and they gotta
teachers leave.
deal with the
Yes.
hot mamas and daddies and
Yeah.
whatever they doing. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a war going to school.
It
Is
is. And I
And
think
teachers
some.
have their own issues at home with
at
their family,
home.
and now they got to come home and deal with you and yours.
Yeah, I
And
I've
used
you
to
seen
ain't even
see.
dealing with them. Their mother feel just because they're in the same house, I mean they
Yeah,
spending time.
Candy.
That's not spending
it's
time with your
hard.
kids.
It's
Right, it's
hard.
I've
not.
seen the teachers. I've seen the teachers so burnt out, man. They came to school, had the kids a laptop, kick back, pull out their notebook, pull out their crossword puzzles. Y'all go ahead. And that teacher sat back there and did that crossword puzzle.
Ain't gonna let nobody worry her.
But on
And
the
that's,
other hand, I have to say again, I'm standing up for educators here.
yeah.
Like I've seen the opposite. I've seen teachers who are coming in even during the pandemic who didn't
Hmm.
have to like, and that's a
Yeah.
whole another thing. But people that had
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
come
no,
in
that's
versus
my point, Chris. It's just hard
yeah,
for teachers
it's
when the
horrible.
home is so, troubled.
It's
And the
both.
kids not even listening to their mama, so you know they
That
not finna
happens
come
too,
listen to the teacher.
Right.
which goes back to the you're right. I
And I
mean,
Right.
think
it's
the
it's
standards for
cyclical.
teachers have changed too, because it used to be a really high regard to be a teacher. But somewhere along the line, they lowered the standards of being a teacher, and people would know people who were labeled as a teacher, but they knew firsthand that they didn't really care about the kids. So that word got out that they really don't care about the kids, and more people got into it. And so the playing field was not leveled anymore. It was more people probably getting into the system, the school system, that really did not care about the kids like they used to, because it used to be like like all the teachers would have a genuine passion. I don't remember
But
ever back in the day where teachers would just let, like how Justice said, let a child go without trying to figure out what's going on, things like that, the way they do now.
I think
so
Back
that
in the day,
I came from a family of educators. My grandmother was a school teacher. My mother was a school teacher. My aunt was a school teacher and a principal. Most of my cousins are school teachers. So I can really just, and it's different. Parents and teachers had a communication.
They did.
yeah,
Communication. They communicated.
And
You
they've
know,
taken
it,
so many things out. It was a
Ooh,
time where we used to get
Miss
slapped.
T.
My teacher rolled them rulers up with that tape, and we used to get popped on that hand. You know, they could reprimand us more. They had the Pledge of
Yep.
Allegiance.
and
We
Yeah,
yep.
we did that every morning. They taken
yeah.
so much
And,
out of
and
school that
don't let them call that phone number and somebody coming to the school.
Right.
okay, you don't even supposed to have phones in class. That's a whole
No,
argument. I
I'm
can
talking
have
about
my
when that
When
teacher
phone.
they
back
call
in
the
the
Oh,
teacher
day,
call home. You know
when
how
that
many
you
times
had
I
to
had to
remember
unplug that phone
interrupting
to
that
go to
phone.
school?
shoot.
I be unplugging the
It,
phone like I know they gonna call us out to make it to home
yeah,
with me.
Well,
I
that's what I'm
unplug that
talking about.
phone.
I'm gonna be the one to call. I will
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
call a parent. If you can't get a ride, I will come get you. I'll send you a bus
Exactly.
pass, whatever needs to
Yeah,
happen. But you need to come up here in this classroom.
that's
Yeah, I
No,
right.
knew
ma'am.
my
No,
mama
ma'am.
wasn't
We
answering the
interrupting
phone.
that
I was the
call.
one saying, "Call her, call her,"
I was the one
because
at
she
home
wasn't
trying to figure out where
answering.
how I'm gonna interrupt that call.
Exactly. You ain't gonna call my mother.
Oh, she said I'm gonna call your mother later this evening when you get have your mother expect what?
Thanks for telling me
Right,
so I
T
can make
one
sure I be on
thousand.
the
That's
phone
what I'm
all day long.
saying. We
And
used to
that's
get
when you don't have no
spankings in
two way and all
school.
that. So that means
Yeah.
if
Oh
I
no,
don't have the phone, you can't get through.
oh no!
My
And then when they
mom,
sit there and write that note, when they write that letter and give you
But
that
if you
white
don't go
envelope,
take it home, girl, you better
oh,
get
I took mine home.
you better sit it in the mail because
I
you
took
ain't
my
gonna
some
get
kid,
through.
yeah, send it in the mail.
And
You ain't
that's
telling
when you
on me.
learn your mama handwriting and you assign that bitch yourself.
Yeah,
Ooh, I was
Ooh.
scared. Oh no.
please. Man. Y'all remember the
No.
paddling schools? Wish they wouldn't have taken it out.
Ah,
It
yeah, I
would
know that paddle.
be
I know
Yeah,
that
hilarious.
that's what
paddle
I'm
well.
saying. They roll that
Justice, you
either
got
that
paddled
the
a lot.
paddle or that
I
rulers.
didn't get paddle a lot. I got paddle for switching with my sister.
Uh,
They can't paddle in the
We
schools
played a
anymore. I
trick.
wouldn't say that. Like a lot of people say they need them, but I've always said for this day and time, it wouldn't work. And the reason why I say that is because you have so many people that are allowed to be in the school systems with twisted minds. And at this point, we don't know if they would have that same um
Yeah, today would be different. Yeah.
yeah, like you can't even trust them to know
I'm
that. Did
not
you
finna
just do
get
that?
shot trying to whoop your kids
Right,
that you
right.
can't teach at home. They
That
ain't
part.
listening
right.
to you.
Right.
Why
She's
they gonna listen to me? And I'm gonna
no.
lose my
They
life because
called
I
my
told a little Negro.
dad to the school, and my
Yeah.
dad would handle business right there in the classroom in
Right.
front of the teacher.
Right there.
Like,
Yep.
To pick
really,
your phone
dad?
up. My mama said you and your mama need to come to this damn principal office.
Right.
That's what y'all need to do.
Yep.
Right. Miss Sue said I got paid for playing in the line after recess. Dang.
Dang, Miss
That's why we need
Sue.
to have a Millennium versus Gen X
We
topic on your
do.
I
channel one day.
agree.
We
I
definitely
agree.
need to. We
We
definitely
do,
need
because
to.
these millenniums got us
Well, I'm a
messed
baby
up.
boomer, so wait a minute. I'm a baby boomer,
I think I'm
so
generation. What am I? Am I
I think I'm a
boomer?
boomer.
I think I'm X.
I
And
don't
Yeah.
we
know.
ain't talking about them Z's. We can't talk about them Z's. Mm-mm.
I forgot
Them,
what I am. I just know I ain't of
them
Well,
Z's are what we
Trill,
dealing
we
with
Gen
today.
X because we not millennium.
Hey Albert.
Millennium is our kids.
Yeah, I know my
We
kids are
Gen
millennials,
X.
but I don't know what I am.
What am I?
Gamma, you Gen X.
Oh, okay.
You are.
Chris,
I'm
Wait,
me
boomer,
and
then
you,
it's
we
Gen X, right? Boomer,
I'm
then Gen
boomer.
X.
no, it's the it's the kids. It's what was there like the millenniums, the Gen X, then
I
the
think I
baby
was a boomer.
boomers.
I think I'm an
I was a
X.
boomer. I was a boomer, and then after boomer came what? X?
No,
Baby
maybe.
boomers.
I don't know.
Because
Can somebody? I can't put. I'm scared to pull it up because I might lose the call.
yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm.
you gotta look it up now. Let me see.
Ladies, he said them damn Gen Z is worse than the millennials.
Okay, what
Them
year?
Gen Z. She's.
What if I'm Gen
I
Z?
just say take the Gen Z and start over again. I said just start over. Them suckers
Definitely.
entitled. Them Gen Z. Like
Y'all need to
Man.
know.
Let me
I
T
see.
talk
want
plus
to
about some
three
cuss
said
so
she
entitled
bad
is.
just
suckers.
just
What is
talking
she?
about them. I want
Okay.
Gamma, can I cuss? Can I
Yeah.
cuss? Can I cuss
Yeah.
one time? Them little ungrateful fuckers, I can't stand none of them.
Them Gen Z
Entitled
will make you
bastards.
damn think about all kind of stuff. Like
I'm
damn,
telling you, they
Okay,
just
here we
make
go.
me
Man.
Here we go,
sick.
y'all. The baby boomers. Just what year was you born in?
Yeah,
64,
there you go, Lady Caribbean.
64. You was the end of them. Born from 1946 to 1964 is baby boomer. Born from 19 oh mama
65.
Oh, that's funny. Mom and Daddy was called the silent generation. Then it was the baby boomer.
Mm.
Then I gotta screenshot this. Hold on. Okay. Then it was Gen X. Gen X is 1965 through 1980. So I'm Gen X. I gotta remember that.
Oh, dang, I missed it.
Gen X. And then
Okay.
if you were born from 1981, I was married to a millennial.
Ooh.
Millennium became our
In
computer age.
1981. That's when he was born.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
up.
1981. So,
Millennium is our computer age, right?
So I'm a millennial. What, say it again?
Millennium is our computer, right?
Millennial is our kids.
Hold
We
up.
Gen
What's the
X.
age range? I mean, the computer.
1981 to 1996 is considered a
That's the
millennial.
computer age. That's
Right.
the age with
Right, Justice.
computers and cell phones.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now,
Okay. I was 83. Oh Lord.
so
So
you're
I'm
a
a millennial.
millennial,
I'm a
Chris.
millennial.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn,
Yeah.
Chris, I had
Dang.
just came out of college
Let me see my
in
daughter.
Yeah, I'm
82.
and I was born in
No, you said
74.
82? You said 82?
Um,
82, I just went
She
to
said
college. 82,
81.
my
82
freshman
is
year in college.
millennial.
Oh,
Sean B
No,
said,
wait a minute. Yeah, 82 is my freshman year in college.
Sean
I
B
was
said,
born in
my daughter is
83.
17 and she said, Mama, I don't get these kids either. Sean B, my son never could get with the program. I just couldn't understand why he just could not, like, why he didn't mesh with those kids. He just didn't see all his music. He wanted Frankie Lyman. He wanted the
Hello?
young Michael Jackson. Everything
Hmm.
about him was such an old soul.
Really?
Everything. Let me see. Well, you're doing something right, Sean B. That's right. Lady
Mm.
Christmas said, I have one child that's a millennium and one is a Gen Z. Okay, Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. That's
Hmm.
I'll
generation.
say our saving grace gonna be them babies born in 19 and in 2019 and 2020.
I believe
That's who's
that.
gonna save the world.
So what do they call
Hmm.
the people? So
2019 and 2020. Them pandemic babies that walking
Why?
up, talking and
who's
walking.
after Gen
I
Z?
believe that too.
I
Who
believe it's this generation.
you think so?
Whatever my son is, 2014.
That Gen Z, nah. Gen Z just waiting on you
He's
to go.
gonna he's gonna
Look
be the
here,
president.
Gen Z just waiting on us to go, man. They waiting on our insurance policy, y'all.
Oh,
They like,
wait,
y'all
wait,
still
Now
here?
wait,
they
wait.
have it's so many right. It's so
Oh, they're
many.
called the Alpha, y'all.
Hey, the
2013.
beginning. Boom.
Let me write that down. Let me screenshot this. Okay, so kids that were born between 2013 and 2025, which is next year, is called
Boom.
Alpha.
The beginning.
Alpha.
Boom.
Hey, that's what I was about to
Say
So
that.
they done
say.
changed
Jason.
some stuff up.
They're about to.
Turo said he on the phone with his daughters. He'll be back, Gemma.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
You said Alpha is what now? Gamma? Alpha is what?
2013 to through 2025 throughout next year.
That's how say that's who's going to come and save the world.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
agree.
With all this
Yeah.
technology, they got
Z
knowledge
is
at
waiting on
this.
your insurance policy. Z waiting on that.
But
Mm.
Z waiting on.
look at how
Right,
they're saying it,
Justice.
y'all. They're saying Generation Z, which is the end of the alphabet, and then they say Alpha. It's almost like they know what they're doing. Like it's gonna like start some other stuff.
Yeah,
Revolution. Boom.
yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Z is gonna say, hey, y'all, every man for himself.
Hmm.
Lady Christmas said Gen Z will put you in a nursing home.
Oh, yeah.
My son's about 30
Gen
and
Z
they
gonna take,
say
Gen Z got all y'all ready for nursing
Gen
homes
Z.
and y'all insurance policy.
I believe that. I believe that. That's something that they named it like that though. You know.
That's why it's important for us older people to keep up with the times and see what's going on, so we won't be left behind.
Right.
So,
It's
at
so
what
much.
age do we become old though? Because I just
No, it's not. I'm not saying old. We just got to catch up with the new things that's
got you.
coming. Cause like with me, I went to classes to learn how to fill out job applications to teach me how to dress, and now today they do it on the phone.
Yeah, everything is
You
different.
know, we had to walk in offices. We had to make phone calls. You can do everything online now. So times has
Everything online. Like
changed.
every
Very
like my
true.
mother goes crazy about her not being able to like write checks out to all that. Like when I tell her, Ma, you have to have an app for that. She cannot deal with that. She will call the corporate and ask is there any way that she can get a money order, a bank
Mm-hmm.
check, or if they can accept a check. She do not want. She can't get into the fact she can't wrap her hand around either call on the phone to pay the bill or do it on the app. It's just
See,
like
I'm still like that too, Gamma. I feel
yeah,
safer. You'll never tell me I ain't pay you, and I know I did.
right. That's how my mother feel.
Shoot, but then
Hmm.
so my mom is like that as well. She'll go take her car payment, whatever she has, to directly to the bank. But
Right.
I'm like, I'm all about convenience at this point. Like, okay,
Right, and I
it's
don't
happened
mind the
there.
convenience, but my mother, she's not going with it. Just
Right.
like tomorrow, I have to. She called me today. I need you to come over here, and take me to go pay my rent. Ma, I'm literally going to make sure I take you to the bank because you don't want to deal with banks either. Take you to the bank, deposit the money in the bank, and I'm going to get on my phone and I'm going to pay your rent. Ma, that's it's not going to go pay nothing no more. I don't have to pick you up just to make
Oh,
a
look what
deposit.
Miss Two say. Yeah, they're not teaching these kids half the stuff. These
Yeah.
They are
kids don't
not.
know how to write in cursive.
No, cursive. I always struggle with my kids. I'm like,
But
would
Yes.
make sense for me to even teach them how to write in
right, what's
cursive.
the point of it though?
What's the
So that's
point of
I
it?
think that's what educators think now. Like, what is the point? Is it relevant and applicable to what people are gonna really have to do? Okay,
And I
yes.
see to me with homeschooling, I really skip anything that I knew was nonsense. All the stuff that I knew that they will never come across in their life, I just skip that and fill it in with stuff I know they're gonna need, like financial literacy, all of that kind of
That
stuff.
part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do
Something.
that. But would it
Something. Yeah.
do they need cursive? Do I need to teach? Because I don't want to teach it. I don't have to,
It
but
is a real world. You do have to sign your name everywhere.
Right.
Oh,
And
but
then what about back in the days, us
bless
writing
you.
essays and stuff? Now they got AI writing whole essays for them.
look,
When we
they
had to
asked to
go
write
Mhm.
cursive.
research and look
They're
up.
not required to write cursive anymore. They're required to print.
That's true
And
Depends
hit,
on
because a
depends on
quiz.
the curriculum, and I must
Yeah,
sorry, that's my field.
I know. I was just
So
about to say that so many
yeah,
places when you sign your name, they never have to acknowledge it. Like literally, my cousin who passed away after my son, this was her message. This was um her signature was a T. That's it. And they have to accept whatever your signature is. You don't have to write your name out in a signature no more.
imagine my daughter, I say, sign your name. And she prints it. And I'm like, wait a minute. I mean,
Hmm.
sign your name, cursive. And they
Right.
print. And then what they're doing now, they tell you to put an initial, and now you hit a button that signs everything for you, you
Right.
know,
Electronically.
electronic
Right.
signature.
electronically.
So is
They
it
trying to
needed?
get everything electronically.
I mean, we're gonna keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
is
right,
that
right.
Right.
needed?
So that's
Yeah,
all I mean. I don't mean old or young. I just
Yeah.
mean we didn't need to be updated with as
right.
the world
Progress.
changes.
Miss Two said her daughter
Yep.
doesn't know how to write
Period.
cursive. How old is your daughter, Miss Two? So I'm trying to see if I can get away with that. How old is your daughter? Let me see. T1000 said, I can't believe they're no longer teaching kids to write cursive.
Hey,
What
Angie.
was their
My
signature?
daughter's 20, and they didn't teach her to write cursive.
Right.
These young people don't even want to work at all. Everybody want to be a YouTuber. They want to be famous.
Hey,
They want
That's
to.
how you
OG.
work, though.
And then today, you don't even have to go to Hollywood to get noticed. You just
Nope.
need a phone in your
Yep.
hand.
Everything.
You just
Right. That
need
you
a
can get
phone.
recognized on, they'll pick you out off of a TikTok video and say, we need you to play in this movie.
For
But
Exactly.
real.
but the
Hey,
one thing
what
about
was
Gen
it?
Z, they want money. Like my nephew, he has an opportunity right now. My brother owns a business,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to play. He wants to drive the vehicles. He's like, I'm trying to, building an empire. I'm trying to get you in a position, but that's not what he wants.
Yep, they don't
So
want to
here's somebody
listen. They
setting.
know everything.
Oh,
Oh,
I know. Then he comes in the
yes.
kitchen, and my brother is the chef and the owner, and he's going to tell the chef how to do something. And my brother said, wait a minute, this
Yeah.
my kitchen, this my business. And he done fired the
Yeah.
boy 10 times. I don't know how many times he done fired his son. He done got fired so many times. And he let him come right back because he want him to learn the whole operation. But
Right,
because he
right. Yeah.
knows that, his dad's gonna take care of him. He done had about 4 or 5 cars. And
Yeah.
so he has no interest in learning the business. But he's
Right.
smart. But now his
I'm
dad keep hiring him back.
glad you're interested in that type of business.
Yeah.
Huh?
Look at what T1000 said.
I
And
think
that's
kids
true
now be
too.
writing a text form in a minute, she said.
My son sent me text. I promise you, I got to read it 5 times. What did you just say? The
Black
spelling
Coffee
is
said that
different.
nowadays
Hmm.
talking cursive. She said they talking
Hmm.
cursive.
Yep,
Yeah,
black
you don't
coffee.
even know what they talking about.
That is true.
That is so true.
And
But
that
she said
slang,
she was
we
18
do
years.
slang. I don't know. They just illiterate. They make up
and
shit.
and it and it kills me. I know.
No,
You don't have
everything's
to
a
tell
no.
me. I know.
Okay,
I,
hold on, hold on. Let's flip the narrative, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we want kids that do know. We want kids that can change something from a negative into a positive. We do want kids that can code switch, that can't, because of the way that technology is
Hmm.
moving faster than us, you know.
Yeah.
We do want them to be able to pivot and do what they need to do to be outstanding citizens, especially if they're black or brown. Like they got to work
you-
10 times harder. So,
but
Hmm.
you know
Yeah.
what makes me with the I know when they do the I know, and then I got to come back and pay the price for the I
Right.
know.
Yeah. I don't care about the I knows when you know you really don't know. You just
I
saying
was
I know. You
just
know
gonna
what you
say
really
that,
know.
yeah,
And if you know
yeah,
Chris.
I
you
just
don't
tell
know
them to
that,
be
and
quiet.
you saying you
It's a
know,
lot of grown dummies
That's
out
I'm
true.
here
gonna let
talking
you
about
knock
I
your head
know.
up against
That's
the
true.
wall. And I'm just gonna be like, I ain't gonna say nothing. You do. I
You know
ain't gonna say nothing.
that's what I
Just
say.
like for tonight, Caden. So I went to. I was out all day trying to look for this costume he wants, something called Zorro, but it's not the traditional Zorro. He's
Yeah.
like, no, this is the animated. Duh, duh, duh." And I'm like, I'm in the Halloween store. I'm FaceTiming him that point, looking all
Yeah.
around. This,
Yeah.
this, this. He's like, no, 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 I don't want that. Like just spoiled, right? I'm like, okay, well, shoot, let's come back. We'll make a little thing. And it looks ghetto as hell, y'all.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's about to learn tomorrow when he goes to school,
Right. Right.
dressed like a ghetto Zorro because he didn't want to listen because he knew. I was trying to help him,
Because he did right.
but
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
let my kids, especially my daughter, she can bump her head, go upside down, whatever you want to do. Because I try, I know, I'll be like, I share my mouth right there. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. You know. As long as you know, I ain't got nothing to worry about. As long as you feel like you know, that's
At
it.
what age does that start though? Like when you like, okay, never mind,
Well, she
you
was in her
got it.
20s. She was in her 20s, and we're probably like early 20s.
that started with me now. It's like I back off. Don't when you mess it up, I'm off. Figure it out. Because you knew, and I'm tired of paying the
Especially when,
price.
yeah, my kids is over 30. Even them, they don't know. And my
Right.
daughter is the type, she be like, Mom, I didn't want to hear you say I told you so.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she get caught up.
My son was totally different. He'd be like, "Ma, this is about to happen. I think I should do whatever. This, that. What you think?" And I'd be like, I think this." He'd be like, "Well," sometimes he'd be like, "That do make sense." Sometimes he'd be like, "No, I think I'm gonna try it this way. I'm gonna do this anyways." But he still was open to like whatever he thought. He wanted my opinion on it, whether he was gonna go with it or not, to see what another thought could be. My daughter, she knows everything from birth. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to say nothing. She got everything. God gave it to her before she was born. So therefore, I just step out of it. I let her do whatever she want to do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see. Miss Two said she'll be 18 in 2 days, November 1st. But learning cursive is supposed to activate a part of your brain. Hmm. Tilo said, I try to have mom daughter time with my baby, but watching social media is dumbing me down. I suggest a movie, Lifetime or something. Yes, like I literally have to, because I do so much YouTube and everything. When I'm with my grandkids, I have to like last night. Ace was like, "Let's watch a movie," and instead of like going out watching a movie, whatever. And I literally have to put that phone down and make myself watch that movie, because you have to be intentional, because we can't put the social media only on the kids. The social media is taking a toll on our life too.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
Very
is
true.
true.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Since I started getting into YouTube,
yeah,
it's like, man, I never thought I would get this deep into it.
yeah.
It's like I am really invested into this YouTube.
Right.
Yeah,
It
it's
takes
days
a
I
Um,
lot,
don't
a
even
lot of
turn my
hours.
TV on. I look at YouTube.
And can you
I get
imagine
up.
having little kids at this age? We're just at an age where we don't have those
Hmm.
responsibilities for them. Can you imagine being this into it, and you had kids that you're supposed to be raising at the same time? Like, we cannot just blame that on the kids. This is a
We
social media.
can't.
Uh,
I'm
No.
glad I don't have no kids because they wouldn't be eating no dinner. They,
You got to
Right,
multitask. Multitask.
They would be on like, going to school. We didn't have no dinner last night. She gave
right,
us hot
Lord.
pies.
They wouldn't be going to no school, nothing. Let me
Pancakes.
see. Seven Women's Live, they do have checks. The bank had to explain to my mother that she can order them if she want to, but I just didn't even get. I was like, no, mom. I just told her she could hear them anyways. I was like, they said no, they don't have no checks
My
because I was
dad
like,
still got checks. My dad pulled out a check the other day.
yeah,
They
they
go,
got them. If you order them, they got them. But I didn't feel like
my
being
dad
bothered with
pulled,
it. I just told her no. I was like, the man said no. She was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay.
he pulled
Look,
out a
Miss
check.
Two
I said, you don't
said,
have
I
checks?
had this conversation the other day. Miss Two said they would, if you put a rotary phone in front of them, they wouldn't know what to do.
No, I
That's
bought
They'll
true.
just
one.
look. And
Now I
then
know how to
even
use
us,
one.
you used to get pissed off if you messed up that one number. You got to start all the way over
Oh, no, we
again.
like,
Be like, dang.
Then you gotta wait. Brrr. Yeah,
Right,
they said go back.
Justice.
Brrr.
yeah.
They go back
Patience.
again.
We were taught patience back then, for real.
Hey,
Even with
Angel
Yeah.
like,
Mom.
We
Hey,
even with
had
And we
like,
cell
and we
phones. We
weren't
couldn't
dumbed
leave the
down because
house without
right.
a dime or a quarter in our pocket.
we
So
can
we can use.
remember 5,000 numbers. I
yeah.
can't remember nobody's number today.
Let me
Now
tell
I got
now,
y'all
three.
Right.
today, if
Justice, not
somebody
even
put a
my old
million
number.
dollars in front of me, and if they said, give me two telephone numbers that you know, I know my best friend's number, and that's because she had her number for like the last 25 years that I know. She might have had it longer than that. Last 25
Mine
years that I
too.
know. But do you know I would have to pass up on $1 million because I don't know my mama number? I don't know my daughter's number. I don't know another number besides mine and my best friend in the world.
I know my dad's number. I know my ex number. I know my mom, God bless her soul, number because she had over 30 something years.
Yeah.
My
I
daughter
know
just
my
got a
best
new
friend
number.
number and
I
my
never knew the
childhood
husband's
home
numbers.
number.
I never knew the
Huh?
But
husband's number.
y'all, the part of why we don't remember is now that there's the area code, because before you didn't have to put that in. At least I didn't have to.
We
Yeah.
You
didn't.
No,
no.
I think it's because over the years we have dialed names. We dial names. We don't identify the person with a
Oh yeah,
number.
that's
We
true.
identify them with a name.
Yeah.
That's why I know that's why I think it's for me. Angel Mom, we're just having general different
Hey, Angel Mom.
topics. Angel
But
Boy,
Mom,
even with
this is my
thinking about like
perspective.
even like in relation to the dial-up phone, I mean the rotary phone, which it was just in our living room because I was kind of past that point a little bit, but we still used it.
Yeah, yeah.
But was the dial-up AOL like, oh,
Right?
and if somebody picked up the phone when you were
Yes.
trying to connect and when you were on, like
Man,
that
I
was
Right.
got
my
caught all
generation.
the time trying to sneak see boys
Yes.
with my little friends. My mama was on
Yeah.
that other
Yeah.
phone.
She should, yep, pick up that phone.
Yes.
they pick up that line. My mom pick up
Listen
the
to the
line.
whole
It's time to hang
conversation.
up now.
Yep,
It's
Right.
time
gotta
to hang
go.
Or
up.
when she used to
You're
do that
right.
embarrass me, I just want to come through that phone. I'd be
Yep.
like, I'll call you soon as she go to sleep.
Right?
Let me put her to sleep.
Yep.
I go get the phone out of her room. Like I know you to get on my mama. I gotta have an interview. It's coming soon. I've been trying to wait till she gets settled in her apartment. I got so many questions for her. That little woman tried to irritate me so much. Why do you care if I stay on this phone all night? I'm gonna sneak on the phone anyways. Leave me
Look,
Ooh.
alone.
Black Coffee, I ain't know nothing about
Ooh.
no locks on no rotary phone now.
Mom, who said somebody put the lock on there? This
Black
is to
Coffee
put a rotary
said, "Do
phone to
y'all
turn it
remember
into
when they used to have the locks on the
Hey,
rotary
Tasha.
phones?"
Oh,
Oh.
I
yeah.
don't.
There was a little
No,
thing you insert on the circle. There was something that you inserted in the circle.
I don't remember
girl.
that.
Mom and them probably knew they better not try that with me.
Ooh.
I'd be like, what? I'm leaving here.
Gotta
Look,
go.
y'all, we in our
I'm sorry, we can't hear you. Who's that talking, Chris? Was that Chris?
That was still St. Louis.
Also, St. Louis, when our stuff went out, a lock on the phone. Oh my God! See, some of the stuff I gotta remember to write down for Mama. Like, do you think you would have been able to lock a phone for me? Do you think in your mind? Do you know I would have been saving my money to go buy a phone that you wouldn't even knew that was in this house? I would have brought it out and plugged it up whenever you went around. I would have made it work. I was
When, when,
crazy about
when
a
my
phone.
niece was younger,
Mm.
when these kids got cell phones back in the day, you couldn't like when the phone was taken from you. We had
Yeah,
the road, we had the house, the landline.
yeah,
But if you took a phone from a teen back in the day, like my niece when she was 13 or 14,
yeah.
their parents had backup phones for them.
Oh,
because they give you the phone and take the SIM card out
right.
and put it in the damn other phone, and they still got their
They
phone, and
do.
you think you done
Let me
took a
tell you
phone
what
away.
my kids let me know how
Hmm.
sneaky they was. I thought I was doing something when they was in high school. I'd be like, you know what? Your phone getting turned off for a whole week. Call Sprint and call them and tell them suspend this landline. I mean this phone for this amount of time. All this time they wait till they was in their probably later 20s to tell me, and I never knew that until now. That when you have an iPhone, because you know that's when iPhones is out. When you have an iPhone, you don't need that you don't need no phone to be on to communicate. They was
You
FaceTiming
got
their friends. They were still texting their friends. I didn't even know, and I thought I was doing something. I let them have
Mhm.
the phone. I'm looking like you can't do nothing with it anyways. All that time, they was able to use their iPhone just like anything else.
yeah, and if they had Wi-Fi, they can still make calls.
They had the Wi-Fi in the house.
They can
So
still make calls.
I was like, well, how dare y'all? But wait until they was in their 20s to tell me that. I want
But
to whoop
before
them
we
right
had
in there.
before they had all that, they would just get another phone, take the SIM, give the parent the phone, get the
Have a
SIM
whole nother
card out,
phone.
and put it in another phone, and
Wow.
still going.
The
That's
comment
crazy.
disappeared, but I think it was Miss Two that mentioned the library cards. The library used to be everything, man.
It
We used to
Oh man, the
have
did.
library card, man,
Oh,
the index card going to the library to write all your
yes, girl.
stuff
And
the
then
down.
having to go through the
smell,
catalog. The
the smell of
catalog.
the books, the smell
It
of the
was.
library.
Yeah,
And
they don't know anything about the books and going
uh,
down there looking at those numbers and letters,
and knowing
trying
what
to
they
find your
mean.
book.
Yes.
Mine was down. The children's area was downstairs too, and had a big old tree down there.
Yeah.
But then after that came, was it called Encyclopedia Britannica? When the people would
Yeah.
come around to your house to sell the
And
Yeah.
books,
sell that, yeah,
Yes.
we had that.
we
Yes.
had it.
Y'all know
Yeah.
we got a Barnes and Noble that I want to go into. I have not been in Barnes. I used to take my daughter to Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
and we would sit there and I
Hey,
would let them
Tasha.
go read, and we'll pick up play with books or whatever, and it's the kids
Relax, St.
section.
Louis.
But
I
I
always take these kids to the library. Mia won't let me not take them to the library. They mean they're going to a library. They like if I miss like a week, they're like, Grandma, we didn't go have lunch at the library because they got an outside area or whatever. But they gonna make me take them to the library. They
that's
I
good.
gotta do
That's
that.
That
good.
is good.
That
Yeah,
is good. Yeah, because I
But just
think
so y'all know, though, the reality is when they're in the schools and things like that, they have those laptops and things. So the text is becoming more and more on the screen. So
right.
just making sure your kid understands that transition between the print and
so.
the screen.
Are they have they downsized the libraries in the school now?
Yeah, what have they been doing with the libraries, Chris?
Depends on the funding of the school. Um, so it just depends on the funding of the school and each
Okay.
individual teacher, because a lot of teachers honestly pay. I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
Used to pay for books. We used to buy 'em. I used to buy book lots on not Amazon, whatever it
What?
was before then. But like paying for
I think
the
my
classes.
daughter brought home a couple of books through her years, low for book reports and stuff. And I used to love to write book reports.
Mhm.
And
Really?
man, book reports are my favorite thing to write because I can BS on a book report, man.
Like, who just said about an
I used
essay?
to,
Oh, Shonda said, I mean, Miss Sue said, Shonda, when you said write an essay, we had to go to the library. The library card was
Yep,
our internet.
that's what Miss Two
That
yeah,
said.
Miss
Yep,
Sue, yes, the library was our internet. We
and
want to
so
find out
was.
you
anything.
and we had broken backs because how many books did we carry
Right in
in
a
our
book
book
bag.
bag?
I think that's
We
why I
had
have
like
scoliosis today. But
we had so many books in that book bag, guys. And remember when school started, we used to go get the used to have fun going to get the book covers.
The covers, yes.
You had to get the book
Yes,
covers.
you had the brown like paper that you could make them out of the paper bag, or you get the
And
cute ones
yeah,
out
I
the
remember
store.
making them out of paper bag and
hmm
newspaper and designing them
decorating.
yourself.
Yes. Tito
What
said
about
Uh,
the
I was in
trapper
my
keeper,
mom's room and
y'all?
she wanted her to keep the yellow pages. Don't you remember those yellow and white pages?
Yellow and white.
For everything. It was no picking up no phone or Googling nothing for no
y-
telephone number. You had to
y'all
get
remember how to use a map? How you had to map your way, go by a atlas
hmm
or a map, and you
and
knew
then
your
that
way.
evolved to MapQuest. Then MapQuest took
hmm
that over. Remember?
Yeah, MapQuest took it over because I remember going traveling. I would
Yeah.
go to the convenience store, grab me a map, map it out, bam, until they had the internet and stuff like that. But you had to actually like go to the convenience store, grab a map,
With a map.
and plot your drive out. The kids
And
don't know
that's
how to do
how
that today. They would get
you
loose,
stay
lost
safe.
today.
I don't think I had to do that. Thank
I
God.
didn't have to do it. My dad did it all the time. I
Oh,
saw him do it, but by the time I was
I
really
had to do it.
out of the state, it was MapQuest out by then.
Imagine finding addresses through just a map
Just
and
about, my
notes.
dad did it all the
As
time.
a police officer, you had a big blue book
oh,
and you
That's
wow.
why
had
you
to
had to do
find those addresses. You open up this big blue book with all the streets addresses in it, and you had to map out. You sit there in the car if you got a call,
How
and
long
you
did
had
it
to.
take to get to the places to have to do that? Just if you
Man,
didn't
you know, it
know,
becomes so quick to you that it was like no time. It's like it
right?
became so
Because it was a
like
way of life.
instinct.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was it, right? So
right,
you get a call to an address, you open that map up, you look and you plot it, and bam, you're right there. I
right,
don't know
right.
how we did it without having
It's crazy.
And that's
MapQuest.
something because your brain was not clogged up with all of the new stuff. It was all of the
Yeah,
stuff that you knew from back then. It was
Technology.
all you knew.
Yep.
yeah. You didn't have.
Shonda
Go ahead.
Shonda V said, Gamma, you should do a cursive writing class. I think that is the best idea.
I should do it.
Yeah, you the
I don't even
teacher.
want to do it.
You're the educator.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and show them a little bit about it, but I'm not even gonna like that. I don't know. I don't. I was trying to see if Miss Two was gonna make me feel better about not doing it.
But
Period.
Gamma, I like the idea of school homeschooling now. I met some people.
Yeah.
I met a couple, and when I was in, I went to the African American Library a
Yeah.
museum,
Yeah.
and the husband did science and nature,
Yeah.
and
You
the
told
wife,
you. I heard you say that how
yeah,
the couple took on the different subjects each. I was like,
subjects.
that is so nice.
And he did everything involving the environment and nature and social,
Yeah.
and she did the basic study. And I think teaching from, like you say, taking out all the fluff,
Right.
taking the fluff out,
Mm-hmm.
because and then getting to the meat of what they really need
Need
today.
right because so much stuff
And
they don't need.
yeah, because a lot of the fluff today, because when you look at what they're looking at today, and I tell people right now, even when looking for a job right now, a lot of time it's not even your education as much. It's
Mm-hmm.
the personality.
Yep.
They're
It
looking,
is
I mean, it's important. Don't get it wrong. It's important to go as high as you want to get an
right.
education. But a lot of times I've seen where people are looking at the personality, and how do you fit the company.
Right. And that they
You come in,
that.
are you going to fit our company with, I see all your books, I see everything you have, but
Right.
how are you going to fit this company as a team member?
Right. But
How do
wait
you
a
think
minute.
about that, Chris? Chris, being an educator, what do you see?
1000% agree.
Yeah.
Going now into the corporate realm, we look for, and I know I look for competence plus the confidence. So that
Mhm.
means like you have the skills,
Yeah.
plus you have that mindset, plus
Yeah.
you're like in line to our mission and vision of equity and what every
Mhm.
student deserves.
Right.
So
Mhm.
if you don't have that, you're not a part of our team.
Look
Okay.
at Google. Look at Google and Facebook. They're looking at, Google and
They sure
Facebook. They
are.
didn't complete college, right? The founder of
Mhm.
Facebook and Google,
Mhm.
I don't think they completed. And what's the other one I'm thinking about? What's his name? The richest man, the eyeglasses, Bill Gates.
Gates,
Mhm.
yeah.
They're looking for minds, people
Right.
that are can. What's the word I want to use? Thinkers,
Right.
creators,
Cognitive
um,
thinkers. If you can think cognitively, like you don't know.
Yes.
out of the box
Yep.
thinkers.
Excellent. Yep.
Just people that can bring something. Right? I
Hmm.
Right.
can train you if you're trainable.
Right.
I can
That's true
put
too.
you in a class where I can get you ready and set up for a lot of
Yeah.
these jobs. They're even telling people, listen, liberal arts, and I even told my daughter, I told her, look, in liberal arts right now,
Mhm.
that's a lot of money.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. Is it really paying?
Right.
Is it really matching what they're paying you going to college to pay and getting a liberal arts degree?
Mhm.
Is it really worth it? Chris, your point on that as well, or St. Louis. Would you tell your kids to go? What would you say your kids about a liberal arts degree today? Anybody? How would you tell? How would you, if your child, well, if they want to do it, but if they're doing it because you want them to, what do you think about liberal arts degree now?
So I know for
Honestly,
me, it's an expectation, period. Just because that's like a generational thing. Like you will
Hmm.
Mhm.
go to a 4 year college, period.
Mhm.
But on
Yeah.
the other end, you're going to be an entrepreneur as well. You're going to have multiple streams of
Yeah,
income.
that's what I'm
You're
stuck
going
on.
to
My whole
be
my family from generations. Like my
Yes,
grandmother
I
yeah.
was
was
a
going to say
beautician.
that
I don't even
nowadays.
know any of my family. Like 90% of my family are entrepreneurs, so I don't know another life. Like I never
Right,
talked my kids out of it, but I think because they was born in it, they never entertained the possibility of it. They feel like for their interest, it would be a waste of time for the things that they're interested in. Things they're interested in didn't fall up under the guidelines of something that you absolutely need a degree for. It
Yeah,
right,
was
like
like
for instance,
you have to go
all
through.
the girls went to college. All the boys went into the military. My
Yeah.
dad was military. All the girls went to college.
And
My
see, that's
mom and everybody.
what they were around,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, and that was the expectation. But
Right.
now I'm looking at it like, okay, um, what do you want to do?
Right.
Because I don't. I would love for you to go ahead and go back to school and go to college.
Yeah.
But what is it that you want to do? And so right now, my daughter is figuring things out. She done had her hands in everything.
Yeah.
And even though I'm encouraging her to, I want you to do this. I realize, like she told me, I got to do this.
Right.
right,
I
Hmm.
got to do this. I got to make these decisions.
Right.
right.
And, I hear you, but she's very in tune to telling me, this is what I want to do right now.
Right.
Now, my
Yeah.
child is only 10, so I don't know when we get to that point.
Yeah.
But I know just for me and the way I was raised, the
Hmm.
generational expectation is you get your degree.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
now with evolution, like, oh, you're going to also have your other business. You're gonna,
Exactly. It's so different now. Like
yeah.
Right.
my daughter never, she didn't even like school when she was in high school. So by the grace of God, when she was finished with that, I knew I wasn't going to be able to push her into anything else. But she's a nail tech. And now people paying $100, $125 a hand. She put
Hmm.
5 of those hands in her hands a day. I can't tell you to go to no college because like
True.
if you
Right.
making that money, and then like I
Making that
say, I
money.
can't even speak against it.
Like somebody, she had her natural gift.
Yeah,
She was
like
a nail
Yeah.
say
tech.
nothing about that.
Yes.
Well,
And,
Gift.
my daughter went to college to be a chef. And what
Yeah,
she
Mm.
do small gatherings as well.
yeah,
She do private parties for couples. They'll invite her over and she'll make a private meal
yeah.
for couples. So that's what she do in her business,
Hmm.
catering as well as
yeah,
private
so these
parties
kids
and
are
things like that.
looking not to punch a clock. They're not looking
Right.
for
They're
the,
not.
It's
A
different.
chef back in the
yeah,
day
True.
went to get their
Mm-mm.
degree to go work at a restaurant. A chef today is going to open up their own restaurant or do
Right.
private catering. So it's
Hmm.
just like a different time.
yeah.
Like
They
it's
don't
I
want
don't
to punch
know.
a clock.
Right. They don't
They
want that.
don't want to be on somebody
They
else's.
don't.
They'll tell you, I don't want to be on somebody else's
Right.
time.
And I don't even know how
Um,
they decide that because they decided at such a young age they ain't even got on nobody's clock before they decide they don't want to be on nobody's clock. It's like it's a no before they even get started.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
Now
you got some of
that's
these
People
young kids here
believe
making.
this
I
too
heard you
said.
tell.
Hmm?
I think I heard you tell Beautifully Healed the other day about her grandson going to the airport
Airport. Yes.
and finding something. Pay attention to everything
Because all
that
I
is so
see, oh,
interesting.
he may be a pilot. That's the only thing that came, or he might be an engineer of a plane, like
Hmm.
something like that. When they have those interesting interests like that, I just be
Right.
look. I think that happens from like almost like birth sometimes. Even though
And
you
that's
can
what
always change your mind, but I really believe in feeding what they're interested in.
and that's what my friend and my niece is doing with their daughters.
Hmm.
My friend with her granddaughter and my niece with her daughter,
Hmm.
ballet, cheering,
Yeah,
whatever they have an interest in. Y'all saw her pictures acting,
yeah,
um, and anything. And then my friend, her daughter, she just took her to engineering class. Right, they got a
yeah.
class in Ohio
Uh huh.
where she spent time with engineers
Yeah.
and then she's looking at NASA and also coding. So
Right.
they're introducing them to so many different things.
Right.
So
That's
until they
right.
find, yeah.
their niche.
Wow.
Their
Miss Sue
niche.
said, do y'all remember when school used to have a weekly readers where you can order the books? She said I would
Oh
check
my
out
God, yeah.
all the books and want that I wanted, knowing I wasn't getting it. Miss Sue, my mama was
Hmm.
not thinking about me in no weekly readers, but that was one of my most favorite memorable times is get that weekly reader.
And you
Check out the
circle everything,
Circle everything. Yep.
mama would
circle
think I
everything,
don't know if I
and then
ever
when
got a book from it. She just
Girl,
didn't care
here.
about that. She was like, I don't even know if I asked her. I just wanted to look through the catalog, and I don't even know if I even gave it to her. To tell you the truth, I don't remember her telling me no. I just
And,
remember going through and checking it, and I know I ain't
and,
never got nothing. Let me
and
see what.
remember they brought the bookstore when they had all the
Tracy.
pencils and the games they brought in that doing sometime during the
Yes,
year,
yeah,
but they
Book
yeah,
had the
fair.
yeah,
Book
bookstore
fair.
sale and
yes.
you
The
just
bookshelf,
yeah
yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
or
That was
that
so much fun.
the van that
Book
used to
fair,
come and you can get your money.
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah, Miss Two said in school. Remember, we used to have the home economics and the industrial arts
yes.
class.
Home
This
ec,
is
home ec.
where
It used to be home
I
ec.
spoke. I don't know
Hmm.
where we went wrong with this vocational, right? I
Yeah.
think the schools getting rid of those programs was an injustice because I don't know. Some schools do have them. I knew when my daughter and I moved to the suburbs into
Okay, Southgate.
Aurora,
Uh-huh.
those schools they had those programs. Small refrigeration. I mean, small engine. But the urban schools didn't have it. They had to go
Yeah.
to generic. But the suburban schools had the small engine repair, car repair within the school. They didn't
Mm.
have to get on a bus and go nowhere.
Right. We did have wood shop, metal shop. I did
Yeah.
have that.
But then is it still there today?
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. I
Okay,
haven't. Yeah, I think they took that out when I was in school.
Now you
yeah,
literally
I
got to
think
go
that was
take a trade to get that because they're not doing it in school anymore.
and
Yeah.
that was one of the best things to the boys and the girls that probably were not going to college, but they learned small engine repair, refrigeration, bricklaying. They learned how
Yeah.
to lay bricks. They learned woodwork, small electrical. They had trades that they were starting these kids in
Right.
that were not going to go to college, and they took it away.
So
Yeah.
what's interesting is that
Hey, Tanya.
they still have those paths, but it's not necessarily like you have to kind of opt into them
Yeah.
if you're a general ed student,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is interesting to me. Like, oh, so you think that only certain students with certain skills can then do these skills? Like, it doesn't
So
make sense.
So
Right.
Like people,
it made it seem like you have to lack certain type of education,
absolutely,
intelligence
which is
to go take
crazy.
those classes, and that's why a lot of kids may have stayed away from those classes
Yep.
because it seemed like, oh, you can't do anything else, so you go to wood shop.
So you go to
Oh, you can't.
cosmetology, yes.
You go to
Crazy.
cosmetology. You go to learn to make cakes. You
Yep.
go learn
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to sew,
Right.
Yep.
and
Right.
then
Exactly.
yeah, and
Crazy.
they put a little negative,
Right. Right. Right.
stigma
Yep.
on it because the kids that probably weren't going to go to college figured, oh, I go to these classes here because they don't have any more expectation of
Right.
me.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But
Yep.
those were the kids that got that certifications that went on and had their own business, got the jobs, and probably did well.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Yep.
Jamaica Hill said, "Here you go, Justin, trying to make me sit at the airport for hours." Hey, Tracy, but you know what? I do know that some of the schools in Wisconsin, some of the schools in Wisconsin, I know a guy who was a DJ. He been a DJ for like years, yeah, a lot of years, of course. And he goes into the school and he has a contract with the schools and public school systems, and he actually teaches that, like how we had home ec, he does that for DJing. And I know someone who's a nail tech. I went to school with her. She's been a nail tech since she's been 18 years old, and she's still a nail tech after all these years. And she goes into the schools and they teach that as a extracurricular, whatever, like they used to do with those classes. So
Hmm.
it's like I think some schools are switching it up.
that would be nice. That
Yeah,
would be nice.
yeah,
Let
Because
me
you
see
got
something.
all these techs that's not getting licensed that's really messing people up. Like these veneer techs and these lash techs and these nail techs.
yeah,
They're not going to get the proper classes and they
yeah.
really damaging people
That's true.
trying to make a quick dollar. You
Right,
need the
right,
Mm.
education you need to if you want to be practicing on people,
right.
you
Yeah.
know.
But
Yeah.
the good thing about it, mostly stuff like that is certificates, and they don't require like 2 or 4 year degrees
Yeah,
and more
people
like
is
pay
taking
time.
classes on YouTube, Gamma.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause I have from off YouTube, I have all kind of professions. If you
Yeah, my
ask
daughter
me,
teach 101s for nails. She teaches the 101s
right,
too. Let me see,
right.
2000 said, it's book fair time right now. The school wants money for every week for about 3 different things. Book fair, pink snacks on Friday.
Ooh,
Me to wear
my
pink
goodness.
shirt for breast cancer, etc. Oh my God, nonstop. I remember them days. It seemed like every time you turn around,
Mm.
something was coming up. Oh yeah, I remember
Mhm.
they would be bused to Votech for hands-on classes like cosmetology. Oh, engineer repair. No, I didn't. I never knew about going off somewhere to do it. We didn't.
Wow.
You
Mrs.
know
And
what
look,
really
Cooley.
sad to me on these
Black Coffee
days?
said she went to one of those. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
when the parents they're already struggling trying to make sure their kids have the supplies, and now the schools is asking for their supplies plus for 20 more kids.
That's what I. That's what you know. What I was. I learned that when my kids probably were in ninth grade. I'll go get say I want you to have this. I want you to have that. I'm thinking they was having this. This is when they first. I think they turned this at about that time. I'm thinking, okay, I'll make sure you have everything. Let's go get your stuff set up in your desk. They start taking my whole big bag, dumping in a big old thing for all of the kids, and I was like, okay. First of all, I understand that you said you want everybody to have everything, but it was so much stuff. Ain't nowhere in the world you would have doubled the student size that y'all went through this stuff. You literally have parents going out buying all this stuff, knowing these kids are not going to get through all this stuff. So
Yeah.
much of the curriculum never asked for none of the stuff I had to get.
So can I say something? Sorry, I
Yeah,
can.
go ahead.
Sorry. The reality of it is that it is actually used and it's actually done prior to Christmas break. I promise you, teachers spend so much money on hand sanitizer. Okay, now some of the stuff, but
But
it's
that was
like,
before they was
but even
doing stuff like that.
copy paper, tissue, Lysol wipes, like all those things.
Probably like that kind of thing. But I'm talking about when they weren't that technical back then, all them years ago. It was like the basic stuff, like crayons and pencils and stuff like that. And the reason why I know is because I used to volunteer at that school, and it made me mad at the end of the year when I see half that stuff still in there. Then the next school year they asked me for the stuff all
you
over
know what
again.
I did? When I did it, I get supply. My daughter ain't selling nothing, even though she did sell anyway. But I
Yeah.
didn't want her to sell anything. I done bought all this stuff. Now they want you to sell something. But
Oh
she wanted them gifts, them little trinket
yeah, yeah.
toys.
You gotta buy it just for the
Yeah.
gifts,
And
right?
Chris,
Yeah.
I get the help if you can, but the
Yeah.
list I seen my granddaughter have, I'm like, girl, you are supplying the class. So
Right,
I
because
guess
Chris,
if
what
you
about the stuff
can,
they asked for that they never even use? They asked for stuff that they never used throughout the year.
mm,
So I understand. And me, like, seeing it as a parent versus teacher, administrator, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
like, I get the difference now.
Hmm.
But I also understand like the disparities that go on within the school. So if you can, like, I think so St. Louis just said that if you can do
Yeah.
it, give the extra
right,
stuff,
if you
give the
can, but
extra,
they're making it like,
a
we
mandatory
asked you to
thing.
get 20 notebooks and these, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why do this one child need that? And I understand the help,
Yeah.
but it's like that should come more on the school part, not even the
Yeah.
teachers,
But
because
then
first of all, the teachers is
Not
not
the
getting
teachers at
paid
all.
fairly.
y'all think people don't understand the funding and how that works too. Like, you really don't have all the money that it seems that you have, even
Yeah,
if
no,
you're a
I'm just
title.
saying it'll be nice if it did go like
I
that.
agree.
And not even the teachers got to come out their pockets
That
because
part
y'all
too.
paycheck ain't checking the way y'all would like it.
It
Yeah.
never did.
And yeah, y'all
Cause
still got to
you,
provide for your families and still take care
yeah,
of
you
other
got your own
families.
kids. And
Yeah.
then even like you're providing not just like all the pencils, paper, you're providing like the emotional space for the kids. So like
Right.
Yeah.
rugs, lighting, like all of your decorations, like all of that comes from a teacher. But anyway.
And that's so sad. So much stuff comes from a teacher, and that is just so sad that teachers will feel like they have to be in a position to do that because they a lot of times those teachers are not in a position to be
Oh.
doing that, but because they have a passion for the
Oh.
kids, they work with them every day. They don't want to see them without it, and that's so unfair that the
Right.
school would put that on a teacher. I think that's so wrong.
Yeah, I think that's not fair at
Well,
all on that
because it's
teacher.
top heavy sometimes. Look at who's making all the money.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's top heavy, and then you get the trickle down effect, right? Because I guarantee those top heavy people in the admin, not you, Chris, probably making 300,000 a year, Chris. Um,
No. I wish. No.
Chris, uh, I'm sorry that those, they're top heavy, and then the teachers get Chris, the a trickle down effect, Chris, and so I'm messing with Chris, you know,
I get
you
that.
know,
Yeah.
huh?
I get that wholeheartedly. But
Yeah.
and then that goes back to like, okay, if you want to be on top, if you want to make the money, you got to get the education, which means you got to go back to school. You spend hours and hours and hours, years and years at school. So I have my master's,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of felt like I kind of need to go back more just to make more. But that's a whole nother thing. And then you
Yeah.
give of yourself, even as the administrators. You spend
Yeah.
money. So, teacher appreciation. What? That's on the
Yeah.
that's
I'm
on the
I'm
administrator.
not I've been told go back. My brother keeps telling me to go back to school, y'all. He wants me to be an attorney. No. He me go back to school and get a social worker's degree. No, I'm not giving one more dime because you know what? I'm gonna rapture or retreat to get to finish the school system paid off. They gonna have to come back and open up and wait on me to come back one more time. Y'all gonna wait on me to record come back because that's when I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna have to make a second round.
All I can
I'm not.
talk about is my experience in the schools I've been in. The people truly care. We got the right people in there, got the wrong people out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
It just
you
makes
know,
it hard to care now
sad.
with these raggedy parents and these raggedy kids.
and some of
And
these
then the
raggedy
raggedy
teachers.
And
Right.
some of these raggedy parents. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
I'm just saying it just make it hard. It's just hard because everybody's struggling, everybody's trying to make it, and it just fair ain't fair anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a
Agreed.
school in Louisiana on YouTube or Facebook. I forgot where I saw that, where I saw it, and where I saw it, and where I saw it, and these teachers, the student was going around giving them old photos of themselves, right,
Yeah.
and autographing them, and the school was full of African American teachers. I
Hmm.
don't know where the school is in Louisiana, but it was a beautiful sight to see.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
to see the educators, young, old, and and the students appeared to be happy. It was so nice. It was a nice thing to see because
I think
sometimes
it's
there's
a
no
lot of good stuff
representation.
that goes on in a lot of schools that is not highlighted. I don't think it's always as bad as it seems because you do have schools that have a lot of good things going on. A lot of good teachers, probably not every one of them. Some of them with some good administration, maybe not all of them, but it's not highlighted. We don't see it enough.
Yeah, yeah. And when you do see it, it seems like a gym. It
Yeah,
seems like it's almost unfortunately like you're seeing something like a unicorn,
right,
almost like
exactly.
situation.
And then what
And
makes
you,
it sadder because it's like those kids are blessed, but all our kids should be the same, and all kids should be getting it.
But it goes back again to the administration, which also goes back to the support from the community and the
yeah,
parents.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
All of it
yeah,
goes is cyclical.
yeah, yeah.
So, Chris, Justice, I need your input on this because I've seen two videos, right? One of them, and everybody made a big fuss about it because teachers are getting really personable with these kids out here, and it should be a professional relationship. But sometimes when the kids are lacking at home, they do find a teacher that they can gravitate to and trust and talk to. But the videos I'm talking about is one of them was this male. It was a female teacher. The kids was playing in her hair. It didn't get much public attention. But then when the man teacher, he had some students girls taking his braids down.
You see how that
They
looked? That was society checking. When a person look at it, that's how they look at it in that context, right? I see what you're talking about was that male
yeah.
teacher, and everybody got in the uproar because they thought it was too personal
Mhm.
and boundaries were being crossed. I thought myself, he put himself in a position, even though he was trying to, it wasn't nothing there. It's why it was innocent.
Yeah. Look, I take it that both of them put them in a cuz both of
Yeah,
y'all got one job. Both of
I was
you
about
all
to say,
put
I
yourself
think it's
in a
inappropriate,
yeah, in an
not in a
inappropriate
bad way like
place.
that, but just
But they really blew up the man when both of them was wrong.
yeah. I think
yeah.
either situation. I don't know if that's the place or the time for something like that.
No, I don't think it
Uh,
should be that
so
personable.
something like that has happened with me, but it was like a African American student playing in the hair of a Caucasian woman's hair.
Hmm.
First of all, my point is we don't have time to be playing in nobody's
Right, that's
hair.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
That's
Like,
my
where do I
point,
even
Yeah.
do
Chris. That's
let
my point.
so yeah, that I think
Yeah.
either way, regardless, that's not appropriate.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
because I remember how they had it at some point in the schools. You couldn't even touch nor hug. You had to give
Right.
side hugs. Remember? If
Mm-hmm.
you, first of all, they didn't even want any hugging at all, but because they made it like side hug. Don't
Mm-hmm.
how you
Yeah.
couldn't go a frontal hug, so
Right.
you
Right.
could. And then at some points they don't even want you touching the kids,
Right.
because the people can misinterpret the
Right.
touch.
Exactly.
So the back. Think of somebody looking at a male teacher holding the back of a female student.
Right.
Innocent as possible,
Uh huh.
but because of the way the world is today, somebody can look at that and say, well, his hand is too low,
Right.
and why is
Right.
his hand even on
Right.
her?
Or the
And
And
fact
then,
that
Justice,
maybe he
it's the
could be
fact
thinking
it's the
nothing
fact
about
that
his
that
head being
freaky
that
stuff
low,
is
but then
going
another
on. So
person comes in and does it, then he is thinking something and it's crossing the boundaries because she should just know that nobody should be touching her like that in a
right,
place.
yeah, yeah,
right, because it is some freaky.
Yeah.
Some of them are
yeah.
some of us out here.
Some of them will just get close enough just to put their hands on their back, and that
Right.
could just mean something to them.
Right.
So you have to be careful, no touching, and teaching the kids what's inappropriate touching.
Yeah,
Or
and
Make sure your
also
feet.
teaching them it's
the teacher
inappropriate
could be
looks. You ain't even got to be touched.
or the teacher could be totally innocent and the child will start thinking stuff like that.
And perceptive, and
Yeah.
probably, and can also, you have certain kids with certain issues going on and become fixated on it, and they
Exactly.
thinking the
Yeah, I finna
test
say,
means
what if
more.
that young girl, young boy really start liking that teacher for
Exactly.
real?
Yeah,
So that's why you just need to keep all of it out the way.
out the way. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but they blew that up so bad. And I was like, first of all, they're both wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
That is both that's
Absolutely.
inappropriate.
Can we
Right.
pause just for a second, Gamma? I don't know if you saw Miss Two's comment about her three children that were graduating this year, two
What?
from college and one from high school.
Oh, Miss
Oh
Silver. What
wow.
part do I have to go back up?
Ooh wee.
Oh wait, she said y'all have three kids and all three
Mm.
graduate in May.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
all three of them
Wow.
graduate in
Shout
May.
out to you, Miss Two.
I
Ooh,
know you did
Lord.
that.
You
Congratulations.
did that.
Congratulations.
So Miss Two,
Phew.
that's all your children. So all of them be. That's just it. That was fast. Just to have my. Or you said Chris. Some of them are in college.
Yeah, I think she said two were
Okay.
graduating from college and
Okay.
one was graduating from high school.
Okay.
And Cadence is
Congrats.
about to be trying to be promoted to sixth grade. Whew,
Is it?
Lord.
You got a ways to go,
It's a long, yeah.
Chris. You got a ways to go.
I'm like, should I have another baby or just keep going?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
You know,
Whew.
way this damn time is, man.
And
Right.
as Beautifully Healed is still in the chat, there is a program, but he's not old enough, called the Air Patrol, Civil Air Patrol, and also look into NASA. Now, anybody got a child interested in going to working in space
Uh huh.
and interested in NASA? NASA has a program, Space Camp. I just found out from my friend. It's $2,000, if I think about almost a week or so,
Uh huh.
where they teach different engineering parts of the NASA, I guess, program,
Hmm.
when they can sit at that table. I like that part when it said,
Mm.
is
Mhm.
go. When they let the ships help guide the ship and the spaceship and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got a program for NASA Space Camp. I guess
Right.
it's in Florida. $2,000.
Oh,
Oh
if y'all got
wow.
any kids that's interested or know about it, they might have scholarships doing NASA.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So yeah, look into it.
GoFundMe. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of coding schools. I think coding. I don't know if anybody else feel about it, but I even told my daughter, and she did some coding as well.
Hmm.
Getting your kids into a little bit of coding, letting them, because that's going to be another tool that's going to be out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say the other profession, but I forgot. I'm not going to mention it now, but it's another profession they saying is really good to get in now.
Hmm.
Cybersecurity.
No,
Um,
just it's not
mm,
it. And I'm the more I guess, I'm gonna get it wrong. So I'm just gonna leave
yeah.
Oh,
that to tell y'all later.
Okay.
right. Let me see.
But also, right now for parents, it's important. Oh yes. Oh, Miss Two said.
She said that's it. Got my youngest turns 18 in 2 days, and that's it.
Ooh.
But it's not
Wow.
going to be it. It's not going to be it. But it's good for him to turn 18. But it's never it.
Awesome.
Hey,
And so
Mike.
that's why also with
More.
kids and adults, it's good to be around like-minded people so
Yeah.
you can
Very true.
grow. I
Yep.
like to I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to
Exactly.
learn
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Justice, that's why I love you, Justice.
And
Yes,
I'm always
girl.
learning
I
too.
be like,
Trust
that
me.
lady is so intelligent.
She is.
But I'm always learning. I'm always in a position where I feel that, like you said, if once you're the smartest person in the room, then there's more learning to go. You got to keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
I read a lot. I research a lot. So I just research information. I try to find the right resources, the right sources, and that's what I do. I love it. I love research.
So
Right.
Justice, you know what? A lot of if we got a lot of times to look at gossip and pettiness on YouTube, why not take half that time and research some true knowledge and learn something?
And that's some of the things that I do. Like information come out here, like I tell people, even with me, if I put out information, go back and back it up, fact check,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not
Right,
always right.
right.
I because
T+3 is
some
going
people,
to school for IT. Okay.
huh?
I was just saying T+3 is going back to school for IT.
Oh, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome,
I
Okay.
want to say
awesome.
that's it.
What were you saying, Justice? I'm sorry.
IT, she said.
No, I'm saying, Justice, what were you saying again?
Oh, I'm just saying that, it's still a learning process. It's so much more to go. I
It
love
is.
research. I love when things come up on this YouTube. Let me go find out what everybody's talking about. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
I'm just that I just like to get the information and research it
Yeah.
and read up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Justice will bust out at Google in a second. So, what
You
words you understand? Hold on. I know
I
a
got
word.
my little trusty tablet sitting right here.
Right.
And then just as I'm the person, one question leads me down a whole road of finding
Mhm.
out who each character is,
Yeah.
what they've done, who they, I get really deep into research once I get there.
Oh yeah.
Miss
That's
Two
Mhm.
that's
said,
what I love to do.
Miss Two said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Right,
Yep.
Miss Two.
True. Yep.
Yep.
Right.
Well, come to
Do
learn
you
something
all
new
like
every day.
puzzles? Do you all like doing puzzles?
I love
Like,
games. Like
I
what kind of puzzles?
I think I would like to do it, but I'm just too impatient for it because especially ones with all those pieces, like I always think about the time that I'm going to have to spend and try to make this puzzle come together. So I just get discouraged because of that.
Yep.
If I pick black art, something beautiful that I want to hang on my
Oh,
wall,
okay.
then I'll show you this puzzle I'm working on. But yeah, I like
Yeah.
puzzles, and the puzzle is
Yeah.
so beautiful. It makes you want to complete it.
Right,
And
right.
Yeah.
it's 1,000 pieces. I've even learned tricks on how to make it go faster
So do
and
you glue it
quicker.
as you do it?
Huh?
Do you glue it down as you put it together?
Yes, some of them I want to take them apart and do it again. But
Really?
if I want to hang them up, then yes, I'll give me a poster board and I'll glue it
Wow.
to them.
They
I
said
used
it's a
to do
great one.
puzzles like that. I used to
Mm-hmm.
do it, and me and my ex and my daughter, we used to do puzzles at the kitchen table, and
Right,
then we
yeah, but
would,
we do that too as just a fun. We drinking and we putting a puzzle together.
Right.
yeah,
That sounds nice.
that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I
also,
like games. I hadn't when my pod get here, I have my my what is it? I have my um meta my what is it called? VR reality. Oh my! The big old thing that everybody puts on there. I can't even
They
remember right
put on your
now.
head that I still, what they call it? That they put on their heads?
Oculus. I have my
Yeah.
Oculus,
Okay.
so I haven't done that in
Okay.
months.
You like that?
So, oh my God, I love my Oculus. I'll have to now. I'm gonna have to go buy something the newest one, something close to the newest one, if not the newest, something upgrade, new generation. Because I got the second generation, I got the Oculus 2. It's still good, but they got a more powerful stuff out there. You guys, if you have an opportunity to get one,
No, because I think like I thought they cost a lot of money.
they're about like they're about. I think you can get a decent one for about $400. Now
Mm.
the latest one is probably about
Mhm.
almost over 1,000, probably eight
Mm.
900. But the decent one right now, not the newest generation, probably about 400. And
Mm.
I'm telling you, you would enjoy it.
But I don't like video games.
It's not a video game. It has so many different things that you can do within it. Matter of fact, it has a workspace in it where people actually can come together as avatars and be in the same workspace and
It's
sit
like
at
a
the
virtual
table.
community, right? I heard of people doing that.
Yeah, like workplace community where everybody has one and they all can come to a room
Mm.
and work like in an office space.
What? They just said it's like a whole world.
It's
I
like
heard
it's a
people.
world. It's a
Yeah, I
world.
heard
It's
people talk about it. It makes kind of scare me when they talk about it because
But
they start
I've
like
told you
living
I
in it.
lost a friend to it.
Yeah, because
You
they
know,
say they just start like living in it, like for real, like
yeah.
living in
What
it.
do you mean you lost a friend? Caden has one. So what do you mean you lost a friend to it?
Caden
Hey,
Caden has
Mark.
one.
Just saying you
Yes.
coming
What
in.
you mean?
Do you have it like do you know what he's looking at in it?
He used to play Gorilla Tag, which is a whole nother thing. Yes.
All right, when I say lost a friend in it, my friend um so you can build these worlds
Uh
and
huh.
these worlds can
Yeah.
become almost real in a
Yeah.
sense because you build them and visual and they take and when you go in your whole room encompass this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Your room can become whatever where you are. And
It was
so you
scary when they
build a
told me.
world,
I was like, I don't even want to do it.
you can walk into a club and she go like I called her a long time ago. This happened about a year or two ago. I said, "Where? So, what you doing? Oh, I'm going out tonight. Okay, where
Yeah.
you going? Going to the club. Okay, I'm thinking she about to get dressed and go to the club.
Right.
She
Ugh.
getting ready to go in the club and Oculus.
Yes, they
Ugh.
said that it took over their whole social. Like the guy
It,
was
it
like,
takes over your whole.
nothing
You
no
make
more. That's what
friends,
he was
real friends, all over the world.
saying. Hmm.
You can make friends all over the world. You hang out together. You can walk around. You can play games. Your avatar
You can make
walks.
money in there.
You make money. You can open a store. You can
Mm-hmm.
open a store and sell stuff in your store.
Yeah.
You can build worlds for people. You can build a whole community where
Mm-hmm.
people actually can just involve themselves in your community.
Mm-hmm.
Leave
Mm.
tips. Leave money in the tip jar. It's so many things, and the casinos are so real. Um,
Really?
yeah,
What?
they
Justice, I'm
even had
not
a
saying
they
this
even
about your friend, but nobody unstable needs to be in this game.
That's true.
no, but let me
Like
tell
for
you, it
real.
can if you let me
The
tell you,
hell?
I got into Oculus. I was playing playing poker. You can get into a real good poker game, and you can get into oh god, it's so many different things. Movies, right? You can go build a movie theater and have the latest movie set up in it, and people can come watch movies in your theater, the latest movies.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord,
You can watch
Justice,
a
I can
football.
see
It's a
a
whole
Tubi
world.
movie out now. And somebody in
What?
Optimus, they killing folks.
Oh Lord.
That's a Tubi
They
movie.
got football. They got football. You can go watch NFL football games there. You can watch concerts,
Live?
Wow.
live concerts, live football games.
Okay.
You ain't got to
It's
buy
a
a
It's
ticket. You
world.
can
It's a
just
whole
be at the
world in
show.
there.
a world. You
I
can go
might
to
want to
church
do this
there.
now. Wait a
You
minute.
can go to church. They have different churches. They have meditation groups.
What?
I don't think
Um,
I want to do that.
I know it. I was intimidated by it. I was like, okay, I just don't want to do it. Like
yeah,
that's
it's a world. I mean, you definitely these are actual people that are there, right?
yeah,
And they build their avatar. They got folk. Some people actually invest a lot of money where they look like themselves. They build
yeah,
avatars that look like themselves, and that's a lot of people that can really invest into it.
yeah.
You people selling the stores, open stores there. You could actually buy things out of the stores, and I mean,
How do you get the
See,
stuff when
that's
you buy
why our
it?
kids messed up.
you got
See,
huh?
with these games.
The kids, you got to be careful with kids in there because
What
there are
yeah, what
interact.
they did, yeah.
That's what I told before.
Oh.
If your child has one, you have to see what's going on
Make sure you monitor.
because you have adults that will
Yeah.
take on the role of kids. They will
Right.
take on kids
Oh my
avatars
God.
Right. Just make sure
and
you
will be
careful with
interacting with your kids. And so, and they're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be 18 and older.
See,
Really, when
Justice, whoever thought of this game, I'm scared of them. Who the fuck thought of this?
that. It's
This is
technology.
scary.
But
Like,
worried
these
about
that's
15
people
years
ain't
old,
Facebook,
making
so you gonna
this.
see the whole way of life.
Oculus and Meta. That's who's that? That's the Facebook guy.
Oh my
You
God.
know,
Who's
said
related back
jigsaw
to Trump,
puzzles.
right?
No, but I like search and find. I bought a few jigsaw puzzles, but we never did it. I'm gonna get them out. Okay, Tito said she gonna
Like
get
for
them out.
instance,
Hey, day
I can go, I
22.
can turn it on, and my whole living room will be engulfed into a world. It'll be just a whole different world. It can be anything I want it to be and choose it to be.
That coffee said
And
she
my
Wow.
gonna get
avatar can even visit your home if you got an Oculus, and we can be in the same space.
Black Coffee said it's scary until you get used to it. I do believe that you probably have to get used to it, but because
Yeah.
I'm really scared of technology, period. Like I know I wouldn't do well with it because it's like I'm already scared at the things that it can do. But people who like technology and look like, yes, give me the next level of it, give me the they don't feel intimidated by it. So it's like cool to them.
But there's some good games on there now. Like
Yeah,
for instance,
yeah,
fishing games. It actually feels like you're on a boat fishing.
yeah.
The reality
It's
of
like
it,
a reality simulator.
yeah, it actually you get your brain become and so and what's the word I want to use? Um, oh my god, and it's the word I want to use when you become immersed,
Okay. Yeah,
immersed. You become so immersed that you even if you're not stable, you,
yeah. You could
you can be in that world. Like I did the tour, the
Yeah, Justice,
911.
that's what I'm talking about. That's scary.
I
yeah.
did the 911 tour, part of it. That was scary, y'all, because they actually took you into the building and
What?
actually simulate the plane hitting the building,
Oh,
Oh,
now see.
Mm-mm.
and
Mm-mm.
you
Yeah,
having
look at
to
what
get
Miss T
out
said.
of the building. You haven't having to
Oh,
go down them stairs, them back stairs, and watch the papers. Only thing I was waiting for the people to fly down the window, but they didn't do that part.
are you
But
Oh
you saw
serious?
the
God.
office
Oh, you talking about
supplies, like
9/11?
9/11.
9/11. Yes, you in the
What?
9/11 building,
What?
Why would
Justice,
you
there had to
want
be
to
so much
do that?
anxiety.
huh?
Wait, yeah, why you choose that, Justice? Why you
I
chose
just
Yeah.
wanted to see what it was like. And actually, the building, you're in the office, the building goes dark, the windows, the
Oh.
they
Like, I
simulate.
saw enough. I ain't need to
So
go in
how
the
did you
building.
feel after, like at the end of it?
My body was tense. I was
I know
extremely
it
tense.
was.
Yeah,
Um,
that's traumatic.
because you
Even
had to
being
come
there or
out of the
in,
building. Yeah,
that's
they
a
had real
traumatic.
people.
Ooh.
They had the one survivor. She was in the video. She talked. She gave her story.
Wow.
Um, and then you end up in the end once you finish the tour, I mean coming out, you end up in the new part, where they built the new
Yeah.
line, the buildings. But it was it was so intense because you're
And
coming down the stairs, you're watching the papers come down the window, past the windows. You
Man.
don't see the bodies, but you just see, and you're in the fire, you're in the stairwell, like they came down the stairwell trying to get out.
yeah.
So do y'all think like stuff like that should like people be immersed in that?
I would
Should they
say
feel that?
if you're going to be triggering, there could
Yeah.
that's why you got to be careful because
You
if
gotta be
Yeah.
there,
stable in your mind for it.
yeah,
That's why it's a lane for everybody. And
yeah.
that won't be my lane, so I won't be watching that video.
So for instance, you can go like I did the Ellen DeGeneres wildlife. So you
Hmm.
go into your whole room become like a wildlife, and you're sitting on a bank, and Elaine, not Elaine, what's her name?
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres is in the gorilla, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're sitting on a bank, a wood line bank, a grass line on a bank, and here comes these little gorillas, and they come out and they're coming directly at you. So in there, I
But
promise
what
you,
how do you make stuff move around? Like you're in
they
the
they
world
move naturally around you, and you can hear them breathing, and
Oh
like
my God.
The gorilla came toward me, and they looking as, and they kind of sliding past you by. And then you hear this thing going in your ear.
Oh no, I'm
Okay,
down.
so but you stay still. Your body is still
You sitting
watching.
on your chair. You're sitting on
So
your
you just
chair.
watch everything. You don't have to move anything or use
You
no
you
control
are
or
going
nothing.
to feel like you're there. They're
With,
going to put you in there. You're going to feel. You're
but can
going
you
to.
talk to other people?
You can talk to other people in certain videos. Yeah, you're going to be
So you have
engaging
to
with
have a
other
mic.
people.
You gotta have some kind of mic.
Everything is right there. The mic is on the on the You got the
Okay.
two hand holders, and the mic is on the headphone.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, like, and then you hear this thing breathing in your ear, and you turn, and it's sitting right there. And my God, it's like real, and it's
That
real. It
is
feels like
almost making me want to get one to see what she's talking about. For
yeah.
real, Justice.
And then you got the scary ones where you go in a room. And you go on the horror ones. You got the horror ones where the movie and you
My
actually immersed in the movie, and it right there, it come right there in your face. My
oh
daughter screaming, threw the thing off her head,
no, I won't
Yeah.
be able to do that one. No
So
and
look,
scary.
then you,
Gamma Justice, I seen videos of people that have those things on their heads and they damaging their house. They
yeah,
busting
I
windows,
got the plank. It's the
breaking
plank.
TVs, they
Yes,
falling on the floor for real, like they falling off of mountains.
yeah. This one is called a plank, where
Like I
you're
seen
walking
it.
on a plank, and you actually walking to the end, and you feel like you're looking at off the building. And some people start to crawl, they get scared, and they actually fall over and thinking they're falling. It's so
But
real.
No,
look at
Justice.
somebody can have a heart attack with something like that, though.
So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
people have had
that's
Justice.
heart
pretty
attacks.
good.
Yeah, in
Caden
this
has again.
video,
Caden has one, but I like he has to be in an open space or he will fall or hit.
yeah, in the
Yeah,
video I seen, the
but
family members knew the game she was playing. So when she got to the edge of the plank, they touched her shoulder, and it made her feel like she was falling,
Oh
and she
yeah,
fell right on her face, thinking she was falling off
wow!
that
and,
plank.
and you got the boxing games or the golf games, and if you mess around, throw that
That's
thing off
cute.
your hand, the fishing simulator is so real.
But
The
how do you
fishing,
fish if you're not moving your hands no kind of way?
your hands are moving. Your hands are moving. It's actually the movement of your hands because you
Mm.
got the two controllers,
You have a
and your
controller.
hands are.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't know.
Now,
Okay, okay.
now they got it where you can get the vest, the clothing, put it on, and you can feel tactile.
Oh no.
No,
Tactile.
we ain't getting that.
You
Mm-mm.
can get the hand gestures. You can have the hand gloves where you can actually now have hand like touching and feeling things, and then they can touch your vest. And you can feel people tap you and touch you, and with the I
Oh
forgot
my
what it's called.
god.
Coffee
Yeah,
said it's like 3D into the 10th power.
Oh,
yeah.
and I'm
So
scared.
you can buy the clothing now. You can buy the vest and or the jacket and whatever, and have the hands.
Mm-mm.
Those things are expensive, and you can feel other people touching you or whatever in the game, touching and real feelings.
Mm-mm.
Like I would be playing the video games, y'all, and I get so immersed. And you have the coin showers in casino. You can feel the coins hitting you. That's how your brain gets
Your
so
brain,
immersed in
yeah,
it
yeah.
that you actually start to feel like the coin shower is hitting you.
We are not going to see Justice no more. If she get that pod in, we ain't gonna see her no more. All that early morning stuff y'all
My
got used
partner
to.
be here Saturday.
Oh no.
But
Wow.
Chris, you can also put it up on the TV. You can watch what he's doing if you want to by
Uh-huh.
having it screened to the TV.
Oh, that's good.
No, you don't have
Okay.
your credit card on there, do you?
No.
Okay, because the kids get the parents' credit card on there, and that's done.
His dad's is, so that's okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
Miss Sue said she would like to have one. She said she just
Well,
don't have
there's
time.
some
It's
good
cool.
things
It's
there.
weird.
You can do meditation groups there. You can set up groups there as well, Gamma. That's another place where you can set up different types of groups. You can have meetings there. You can set up another. You can go from here to setting up stuff on
Gamma,
there.
we could just zoom. Gamma, we could just zoom. Just
Let me see. Just as you missed the content creator class Sunday.
I know. I
You
know.
all
Let me see.
okay?
I know. I looked. I said, "Oh, they had a class on Sunday." I don't know
I
what
gotta
I was
first. I gotta
doing.
find a way to email it to you.
I think you did, didn't you?
No, I didn't email the recording of the meeting. I didn't.
T+3, yes. There was an Oculus game that Justice played. What was
It's
it
called the
called, Justice?
Oculus. You guys would enjoy it. I think if you guys make the smaller investment in it and see what you think, I think you guys would love it. You can go,
Yeah, no,
you and
I'm
me,
just going to go to Gamma's Tubi nights to look at a movie or something. I'm not going.
you can watch and you can go to theaters and watch the latest movies. And it's like sitting in the theater. Your avatar goes down the road, sitting in the theater. Man, you people be in there like they're smoking and drinking. Like people send
YouTube,
you a cigar and send
honestly,
you a drink, and your avatar's picking up the drink like you're drinking and smoking.
Miss Two, I'm
And
coming over your house. I'm going to
to
play
me,
crossword
YouTube,
puzzles with Miss
YouTube
Two.
is kind of like the Oculus. Like
oh man, if
it's a different.
Chris, you should try. Have you tried the Oculus set, Chris?
Yeah, yeah,
You,
I've
you
tried.
like it?
No,
No,
I'm dizzy.
you
But
get
he only
dizzy.
plays like one game,
Yeah,
so
they got some really nice game. You know, yeah, have y'all ever been to Top Golf?
Yes, in Arizona I have. Yeah.
Okay, they got Top Golf on there too. And they
What?
got bowling alleys. You know, man, bowling is like really bowling, y'all. You feel the ball. You can feel it when you pick it up in your
Yeah.
hand, and you can feel you. It's like bowling in a real bowling alley.
Right.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
See, 1,000. I don't do. I don't even do eerie music in a movie, let alone a
Yeah.
scary movie. So
you can go to clubs. You
whenever
can go.
Gamma have a scary Tubi movie night, and y'all don't see me, just know not to expect me.
No, I can't go to no scary movie because I mean I
You
can't
can.
do scary movies.
You
so
can
what?
set your avatar up to dance in the club. You can dance with other people in the club. You can go to real club playing the latest music and hang out in the club and
Is
dance.
a
Oh
And
husband
shoot,
in there?
Chris, we can go to the club,
Is it a
Chris.
husband waiting for me in there, Justice?
We can go
huh?
Oh,
twerk in the
Is it a
club,
husband waiting for
Chris.
me in there?
You might
I'm
meet
ready.
Avatar. You might want to get married to Avatar.
I can go with
At
my
this point,
husband.
Hey,
at
they
this point,
got strip
maybe.
clubs in the, they got strip clubs there.
Wait a minute, Jess. I got one question because I might consider it. Do the Avatar pay bills?
Boom.
Right?
Because if he
That's what I'm
don't,
Hey,
looking
he
That's
gonna
for.
where the
need his
plan
listen,
ass
stops.
right where he
That's where
at.
the plan stops.
Mm-mm.
listen. The avatars are real people. You might meet somebody in there. Who knows?
If
What?
he pay
They,
bills, I'll consider it for real. How much you say it is?
Right.
Black
you might
Mama
meet somebody.
said she went into panic
Period.
mode being in a safari.
But you know, a lady sued Meta because her avatar got groped.
What?
What?
Really?
What did it say?
Her avatar got groped, and she
What do
tried to
you?
sue Meta.
Who groped it?
Hold
Who
on. How
groped
do
her
you grope
avatar?
an avatar?
Your avatar can grope. I'm telling you, they
No, do that
can.
first.
They people can do things to your
Who
avatar.
groped the avatar, Justice? Who did it?
This happened
Right.
about 2 years ago. A lady tried to sue Meta because she said another avatar groped her, goosed her, I guess. And
Lord.
they said all you had to
Oh,
do is
child.
turn. See, they got things that you can set up where you can block certain things when people are coming up on you or
Oh, okay.
getting in your space. You can set
Okay.
it up where people cannot come in your space.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And they told her all she had to do was turn it off.
Right.
But she said,
That's just
I don't
like
know.
y'all remember that lady that sued McDonald because the coffee was too hot,
Yeah, I remember that.
and then
She
that
won,
lady
didn't
that
she?
yeah she won,
Uh-huh.
So
and then that
dumb.
lady that sued Red Bull because it didn't give her wings.
Oh,
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I know she did win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I'm gonna tell that game. You said you was gonna give me a man that pay my bills.
I was expecting a husband to come in here.
Yes, he ain't
look,
paid now. My bills is
that's why you
past
got to be
due waiting on
careful
him.
because you can have other avatars come up there and hunt and try to hunch on you, try to, um,
what?
yeah.
What?
No, I don't want to do
Do
it
they
to no
have
ghost
virtual
now,
attorneys too,
Justice.
or
Huh?
Okay,
virtual
Tina.
attorneys?
You know what? They can have anything, and I can't tell you if they do, but I do know that they have people that have set up actually real office there to work with their within home or office space where
Oh,
they
What?
that's a
actually
real
conduct business there.
thing.
How?
Because you
Wow.
actually your avatar comes, you actually at work, and your avatar meets in at the office space.
Hmm.
and you can set up boards, movies, everything that you would have in your office. You can do there
Right.
on Meta Pro. You can do it.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
but
gonna
you're
have
not
to
really getting no
see.
work done because.
No,
Yeesh.
you're actually working. You're actually in a workspace. You're having
But how
meetings
can
and
you
stuff. This
actually
is,
be working though?
but this is not all game. Now we talking about this is you have areas in Meta Pro where people actually go to work.
Oh, you mean
So do
working
Actually,
in the
everybody
game?
have to have one of those Optimus to
yeah,
join the meeting?
Like a
yeah.
virtual
T plus
Zoom.
three says
Or
that
you
if
can
you
Mm.
have, if
can,
you don't, you can have. Some people have a laptop where they may not have their Meta, but they can use their laptop to participate in.
That's too.
Well, Justice, who can I
Mm.
ask if they pay bills? Is this
I
this?
guess whoever you meet when you go in
you
there and you
can ask
meet
me that.
somebody,
No,
go
they're
to the
not gonna pay
club.
the bill.
Hey,
How do
listen, you
you
get
really ask that? That's my
no.
question.
Here's the situation.
Really?
My friend, when she goes on, she's met people. Matter of fact, they met up in Georgia, and they all actually met in real
Are you
life.
serious?
Yeah, you meet
So it's
people,
just
and they
another way of like YouTube.
like YouTube. Yeah,
So I can
except
find
we don't get
somebody
to.
to pay my
You
bills.
got to get to know them. So you go out to the
You
club,
meet
you
them
meet
like
an
a dating
avatar.
site. It'll be like a dating
Yeah, you
site.
go to a club, you meet somebody, y'all may start hanging out. Y'all may say, "Hey, meet me here tomorrow night. Let's go walk around." Your avatar meet with you, and your avatar go walk around together.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes,
T plus three says she has one. She love it, but she said she wouldn't do the 911 game. She didn't know they had one, but she said she loved her game.
yeah. You actually, your avatar and you link up, and y'all can go to the club together.
How you doing,
Meet
Pop?
up at the club. Y'all
It
meet up at the
sounds
club.
interesting. I just
It
don't
does
want to do
sound
no.
interesting the more
I
you
don't
talk
want to
about
do
it.
no scary stuff. But like, I would like to go out to dinner or something.
No, you ain't eat no
Just
real food now. You go now. Listen, you can go to the club.
I
They
can't
can buy you
eat.
a
I
drink.
can't eat.
No, wait a minute. They'll buy you a drink, but you can simulate drinking the drink because you're going to actually pick up your glass. They're going to actually pay for it. And you're
No.
going to actually pick up your glass. You're going to order a cocktail. And you're going to actually sit there. Your avatar is going to pick it up, drink a little bit of it, put it down, and go back to it like you're actually drinking.
I don't want no fake little plate, no fake little drink,
You
no
get
fake little
fake
bill
food, fake
They
paying.
drinks. You
better
get
DoorDash too in conjunction with that, cause
I'm telling you,
y'all want some real food. No, it's
Cash App. I
interesting.
want my real bills paid.
So you say you pick up the drink. You mean you like use your hand and like act like you picking up
Yeah,
the drink?
your hand's actually picking up a drink. Yeah,
Wow.
but you're not actually drinking it. You're actually picking up a cocktail.
And do you see in your eyes, you see where you
Yes,
picking it up?
everything. Like you actually drinking it. You're watching. You're actually drinking it in first person.
You know what, Justice? I bet you they have examples on YouTube of what you
Go
will
watch
see.
it. Yes, they do.
mm,
So I
I am.
could
You
go
ain't
watch
gotta
some
tell
YouTube
me.
videos on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
mm.
YouTube have everything.
you can watch it on YouTube. Watch the different worlds on YouTube and see how they do.
I'm going to try that and see if
You
I can
guys will
find
be
somebody to pay a
surprised.
couple of
You
these
guys will be
bills.
surprised what this like I said, sometimes you can just put a room on and just sit in the room and listen to music. Like I can go and put a whole like I can be sitting in like a library, turn my whole room into like a library and just chill
How it really looks.
like a library.
No, no, I'm looking at they doing like a
You
tennis
can't
match.
tell before you get in.
So they really playing tennis. Like,
you
Miss
can
Sue,
you,
I promise they gonna think they the finest one in that game. They gonna think I love nobody but them. I promise you.
you have people that you can build your avatar to look like you want to, and people you can have your avatar. You can build your avatar to look like anybody you want to,
right,
and
right.
and you have these conversations. You'll be sitting next to the person, and y'all can have conversations. You could be playing at the card table and talking and having a
Mm-mm.
good old time.
Miss Two, I'm only gonna have eyes for him. I promise.
Let me see. I play a game called Second Life.
Mm.
See
Okay,
what listen.
Healing Thought. Okay, Shalonda, is that in the Oculus? Oh, she said it sounds like Second Life. She plays a game called because Shalonda do
Oh
gaming.
yes. Yep.
Ask that she has a Oculus.
I don't think she. I think she plays in that gaming, but I don't know. Is it Oculus? Shalonda? She never mentioned Oculus. Is it Oculus?
Meta, Oculus. Is she playing on a platform like PS5 or?
Yeah, something like that. I wonder. I thought
Okay,
that's what I
no,
thought
no,
she
that's a world, but that's not like immersive like Oculus. Oculus is immersive. You're in virtual reality. You become a part of that world.
right.
Cause
Virtual
can't you
reality. Yeah,
in
yeah.
gaming world, Justice? Can't you create worlds and things like that in
Yes,
gaming?
you people charge you $3,000 or $4,000 to build your world for you too. You make a lot of money if you know how. My friends spent a lot of money on building worlds.
Okay, so you said that I can open up a club in there
Yeah,
and people can buy drinks. Do I get the money in real world?
they'll put yes. You get real world money. People will if
So
you
my
open
bank
up a
account will
club,
be tied into it. They'll be depositing the money for
they
the
can deposit money,
Let me
buy
write
things
this
from you,
down.
deposit money.
I think that's what Shalonda does. She showed us a video of her creating. It was
You
a
create
house at that
worlds.
time.
You people got stores. They got real estate. People actually buy real estate.
Yep,
Do you know how much money people
sure
pay for
do.
real estate? Look it up. How much people pay for real
I
estate
got you, Miss to
on
Miss
Oculus?
Two.
okay, Justin. You're saying I can sell my skincare products on there. So then I have to still ship them out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
go ahead and look it up. Look it up. Selling skincare products on Oculus. Let's look it up. I hate to leave you. Let me pull up my trusty little tab.
he said I hate to leave.
Hold on. Let me go. I got it right here.
Let me see. We go back to the comments. I done left the comments.
No, cause that's what I'm gonna do when I get off camera. I'm gonna find me and Miss Two. We got something going on, Miss Two. I got you.
Let me see Miss Sue says. So when you get
Yeah.
up and look, see if we got a brother. Come back and give me,
Right.
girl,
Hey,
Miss Sue. So knows you better not give my husband away. You know I better be coming first. Long
Wait,
time.
how old is he, Miss Two? How old is he? Can we know?
Oh, no, okay, no. Shalana
Shoot.
said it's not Oculus. It's
She,
not.
I think Sherlonda's on the PC,
Yeah, I think she was too. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but there's a whole bunch of money within what she does
Okay.
too.
yeah.
If she's on PC, if she got a gaming PC, she can get into Meta without having an Oculus.
Oh,
She can
really?
still build world. If she got a nice gaming PC, some people that got a nice gaming PC don't even do they can get in the same thing without Oculus.
Yeah.
right, it's gaming. This
Shalana
is
is a big
that
gamer.
gaming is a whole
So
new
she
It
world.
might get
is.
in, and if she got a gaming PC and she put it together with the Oculus, now she powerful.
She said she'll check it out.
Tell her put that gaming PC
Mhm.
with Oculus. Oh, she gonna be doing things that I can't do because I don't have a gaming PC.
Oh.
That put her in a whole different category when she got the Oculus and the gaming PC.
So she
Oh
don't
man,
blink the thing on her face if she have it on the TV?
she don't. If she, it's a way that she can do it without having the mask.
Yeah.
There's a way she can get on Oculus, not on the Meta platform, without having the mask with her gaming PC.
So then
Ask
she'll
her.
have all her real life stuff in a so
Yeah,
she can look into
yeah.
the TV to see it then?
She can see then. But ask her if she gets the Oculus, she's going to be powerful. The people that have the gaming PC and the Oculus together,
Yeah.
they can do things that I can't do. They can go
And
places.
Shalonda, you can YouTube that and see how you can
Shalana said I
connect
might
that.
just get that mask. She said she might just get the mask.
Man, this is interesting.
I don't know. It is
Mhm.
interesting. It is
First it went
interesting.
scary, then you talk about people paying bills. It got interesting. I ain't want no part
Hey,
of it
so I
when
said
y'all
I can
talking
find a
scary
husband in
stuff
there. I'm
now.
like, wait a minute. We might be on to
I
something.
might just have to invest in this a little bit to see what's going
Right.
on.
Now
Okay,
look how
that just
people can
won't
have
for me.
no interest in something, but when it seems like it's something to their benefit, then they change
Mhm.
that thing all the way around. Like, wait a minute, you ain't say that.
Yeah, I might
Mhm.
can work with this.
Right. We might not want to go to
You
the
can,
hours, or we might not want to go into a tennis field, but we
Yeah,
do
I
want to
don't
do
want
this.
nobody pushing me off the cliff and
Right.
shit. I don't want that. Don't do that. Don't be
Right.
groping me. I don't want nobody avatar groping me.
Right.
Groping you.
Don't do that. Cause I'm gonna go get that gas for real. I'm gonna be shooting bullets through my own
Ooh.
walls. I'm gonna fuck my house up trying to kick the you touch me, nigga.
oh God,
Now I got to get you.
Oh my God. Lord. Okay, y'all. This is people are gonna be talking about me again. What time is it? No more 9:42.
Oh my
Oh.
I be trying. I be trying.
god.
Then it just don't never work out. Y'all just gotta make sure I come back. Justice,
Justice, it's your fault tonight, Justice.
yeah, right. Look, let me tell Justice, you better be here for your game night tomorrow.
Oh, funny.
7 o'clock, we're doing 20 questions. So make sure everybody in the chat, y'all make sure before y'all leave, y'all hit the like button. Look like y'all have. Hit the like button, please. And then make sure y'all come back tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time for game night. And then I just want to mention again that Black Coffee does have a page, y'all.
Yay, Black
So
Coffee.
make sure y'all go over there and start subscribing to her. T1000 is still trying to get to 1,000. So all the content creators are kind of trying to get together and mention her and see what we
Come
can
on,
do.
Gamma. I gotta go get my man. Come on now.
Right. Right. So
Peace and her grease. Peace and her grease. Gamma, say good night. Thanks for coming. Peace. Hurry up. Come on.
well, so St. Louis want to
All
say her
right.
piece of hair grease. That's what she getting
Yes,
ready to
that's
say.
what we need
I
to hear.
said it. I'm waiting on you to say bye. You the host.
Oh, okay. Okay,
You
so I'll
got
see
to
y'all later.
go.
Y'all just make sure y'all here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Everybody have a good night. We got to get out of here. I was going to say get your mama. So St. Louis got to go get her man. See y'all
Yes,
later.
honey. We gotta get these bills
Yes.
paid.
Get it. Yes.
Okay, y'all.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
and her grease.